sika de bagana every wiase afa na nyina yentia kapre ane aye free Top Connect amasika manie aye mrekra ye wohia ne se wo be download wo Top Connect app no e wo Play Store de ama wo Android phone anase wo use iPhone so a ko Apple Store na download the Top Connect aye simple kra Top Connect wa man be aduonum so wo Europe North America and Asia wo ne wo dofo sika fa Top Connect so a aye ntem na emre na ma wa hoto so nso sese die sika manie di foforo kra any Top Connect so we hia chechemu bia Fred Top Connect ewo +442 081 6155 and a +442 081 761 600 +447 882 950 088 and nasa hwehwe Top Connect ewa Belfont Tintenfidie nyina so Top Connect fesika mane wa dofo asumdiem a wontia kapre Top Connect yenso ye die
NFM Radio.
Cecilia Benadapa. Well done. Well done. I thought you were a woman and a mother who had compassion. They said, give a position to a woman and she'll do far better than a man. But these days, what do we see? It's sad. It's disheartening. Year in, year out, flood affects people in Accra. The Odo River gets flooded. Lives are destroyed. Properties are destroyed. You said you used $43 million to clean the Odo River. Have you seen what $43 million could do in Dubai or in Europe or in America? Shame unto you. It's so sad. It's so disheartening. We live in this country. People cannot even afford 1 meal a day. And some people out there who have very little are trying everything possible to reach out to those who don't have any. But you, the politicians, all you think about is grabbing. You have only one child, I was told. You have only one child and you are grabbing all these properties for only one child. How about those kids in our front plains, those kids at the north, those kids in the Volta region somewhere, those kids in remote villages in Ashanti region, in Central region, in every part of Ghana. Look, there was a kid I met in Sogakope. They are so poor that there are 3 siblings. Every morning, their meal is yesterday banku with raw pepper, no tomatoes, just pepper and salt, with no fish. The day I asked my mother to give them soup, it was like, you are bringing kids from the war zone who haven't eaten for a year. When they saw soup in a plate that day, oh, politicians are wicked in this country. You people cannot even afford to go to hospitals. I have a little charity. My colleagues from work and my friends, they help me with their little income and we reach out to people in the remote parts of the Volta region. They have nothing, absolutely nothing to eat. You guys are just there amassing Ghana's wealth, misusing donors' funds. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? And today's Sunday, July 23rd, 2023, I believe most of you are in your churches praising God, thanking God for bringing Ghana down. Aren't you ashamed of yourselves? It's so disheartening what you people are doing to Ghana. It's so sickening what you people are doing to Ghana. I go to the villages and I see kids who do not have anything to do, who do not have anything to eat. There are people who are sick. They can't go to hospitals. Even they go to the hospitals, they give them paracetamol. This national health insurance, you buy a loaf of bread in Kuala, you pay national health insurance. Yet, donors are putting money into this national health insurance, but you guys are just looting the money, and people go to hospitals, you give them paracetamol. Why are you doing this to Ghana? Why? Why are you doing this to Ghana? Oh, don't you have heart? Don't you have compassion? Don't you have sympathy? Don't you have feelings for people? It is sad. And you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
I've said it and I'll repeat it again. Those who are coming to this administration thinking that it's an avenue for making a lot of money are going to be disappointed. They better go to the private sector. That is where people make money, not in government. I've said it and I'll repeat it again. Those who are coming to this administration thinking that it's an avenue for making a lot of money are going to be disappointed. They better go to the private sector. That is where people make money, not in government. I've said it and I'll repeat it again. Those who are coming to this administration thinking that it's an avenue for making a lot of money are going to be disappointed. They better go to the private sector. That is where people make money, not in government.
The Bank of Ghana committing to that project?
I don't have the figure offhand, sir.
The figure for your headquarters?
I don't have a figure off my head, sir. That's what I'm saying.
$250 million. Are you committing $250 million to that project?
I don't have the full complement of the figures
Mr. Randolph, you are the Director of Finance of the Bank of Ghana. This is a major project that will shake the balance book of every organization. You should have that figure of head. How much are you committing to your head office building? We know it is $250 million. Can you confirm that? The Bank of Ghana committing to that project?
I don't have the figure offhand, sir.
The figure for your headquarters?
I don't have a figure off my head, sir. That's what I'm saying.
$250 million. Are you committing $250 million to that project?
I don't have the full complement of the figures.
Mr. Randolph, you are the Director of Finance of the Bank of Ghana. This is a major project that will shake the balance book of every organization, you should have that figure of head. How much are you committing to your head office building? We know it is $250 million. Can you confirm that? The Bank of Ghana committing to that project?
I don't have the figure offhand, sir.
The figure for your headquarters?
I don't have a figure off my head, sir. That's what I'm saying.
$250 million. Are you committing $250 million to that project?
I don't have the full complement of the figures.
Mr. Randolph, you are the Director of Finance of the Bank of Ghana. This is a major project that will shake the balance book of every organization. You should have that figure of head. How much are you committing to your head office building? We know it is $250 million. Can you confirm that?
Visit has become necessary because of some reports that I have. Reports that officers, and there are 9 or so agencies represented in any passport application center, that these people represented from the various agencies, and I will not say that my own officers are not part of it, but these people are involved in illegal activities. And when I say illegal activities, we all know, just 2 days ago, the report in the Daily Guide that the issue of Goro people involved in our passport acquisition process has become rife. It is wrong. How can 100 Ghana for standard service to acquire a passport and 150 for expedited service be bumped up to 2,000 and 3,000? And yeah, they don't even charge 2,000 now. They are charging 3,000. And it's wrong. But I can say, and we all would agree, that a Goro person is outside the passport office. They need somebody inside to work with. They cannot do it on their own. People are paying 3,000, 2,000 to acquire passports. Why should this be so? And sometimes they don't even carry out the so-called service that they promised them for charging them so much. The stories are horrific stories. People's experiences are not the best.
You know, it is very pathetic. Seriously. I don't know whether you can term this one as scholarship. You all know that the definition of scholarship means that helping students who are brilliant but needy. But it is so pathetic that you give scholarship to students to come outside the country, to come and study. Then you leave the students to become like slaves. They are taking us as a laughing stock in the UK over here. I want to know whether His Excellency, our President, is aware of what the student is going through in UK. Is the Finance Minister is aware of this? Is the Foreign Affairs Minister is aware of all this problem that the students are going through? The most especial thing is that our ladies, the kind of work that they are doing before they can feed, it is very, very bad. It is very, very bad. Is it Roland? You know Ghana is the most respected country in African continent. Have you ever heard about any of the other countries, whether they say Gambia, Togo, even Niger, as they are going through a kind of crisis, that their students are complaining that their government is unable to pay their stipends? Have you ever heard of this thing before? Why is it that every day is Ghana?
The Bank of Ghana committing to that project?
Every day, Ghana, every day, Ghana.
The Bank of Ghana committing to that project? 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 The Bank of Ghana committing to that proj
I don't have the figure offhand, sir.
The figure for your headquarters?
I don't have a figure off my head, sir. That's what I'm saying.
$250 million. Are you committing $250 million to that project?
I don't have the full complement of the figures.
Mr. Randolph, you are the Director of Finance of the Bank of Ghana. This is a major project that will shake the balance book of every organization. You should have that figure of head. How much are you committing to your head office building? We know it is $250 million. Can you confirm that?
Jata edidiye sanse kwaye munambia opebia otimiche ere na obi didiye dia nanka osutumi nyinche nanso ahantan ahombaso akesesem entokwanhunu kunti jata nyinche na wo achechede ahaba na ore yeyin haban a achechede ere esi nchen a de ka homa ne nyinche eye abotre a owo asamo ha no onkuntokwa onkekam onkokwa yemu no wate achechede esu eno abojo chere ane ahombrase honhom a achechede wonti onyinche enye 150 a 170 ana 200 years ansa achechede wu jatana nka ne ho odin oye muodoma so nyina hene anka odidiye de open o chere I was on onyinche no odi 10 years 8 years 12 years na wo dente ahombaso ikekamu hunu ntokwanhunu ntina jata wonta senka de osimbo adoma nyina hene no ohuye no de achechede eye hene a anka sembisa obi bebu achechede obi amu so nda achechede waye onu ane ho hene ewo mu adoma mu asemi amekan do ya badwemba ebete de mechira na se entana brabo mu enya ho jata empo abran wose wopo enkikam abran wose wokekam empo bekekam a fa aka ho live your life such a chede sanse nchene yede endi akumachi enkontokwanhunu empa yare emma ho bibi emma ho heart attack emma ho high blood pressure emma ho diabetes all in the name of your jatanti bibia obeko ho onche obewu ya chechede bu wani gunye mabiso wo hu what ya wante eno nya okwase o eno ma wo onyini nche ayare nka ho we eya futu kai enya she sakale.
In 1884-85, Bismarck, who was then the big boss around there, called on the Europeans to say, let's not waste time talking with these African savages. We are going to conquer them, grab their lands and resources, and civilize them. That is how they agreed on a set of rules during the Berlin Conference, also known as the West Africa Conference. And by mutual agreement, they jointly came down on us to carve up our territories and butcher us. After World War II, they once again divided the world among themselves. Russia got its share with Eastern Europe, the USA had its part in the Middle East and Latin America, China took Asia, and Africa was left to the French and English. It's because the French violated the terms of the deal by meddling in Crimea, Georgia, and Ukraine that the Russians are standing by our side today. But make no mistake, they aren't here out of love for us. They are here for their own interests and also to punish France for stepping on their toes. You do me, I do you. What you do at my place, I'll do at yours, except that in this case, it's actually at our place, our motherland. Today, France is trying to rally all Europeans around the reconquest of the African continent. In the paradigm underlying this aggression, our patriot African leaders don't matter. Our institutions don't matter. It's only what they decide over there that counts. They are certain that there will always be local accomplices, local puppets on the ground, like the ECOWAS or the African Union sellout leadership, to ensure their orders are executed. But while these may be true for some African leaders, it's no longer the case for the African people. The French have not evolved. They fail to realize the generational shift that has occurred in Africa. The post-independence era, with the likes of Senghor or Houphouët, who swore allegiance to French domination, is over. The ones who followed, who studied in France, the UK, or the US, and only felt truly African when following instructions from the Élysée Palace, the Quai d'Orsay, the White House, or Downing Street, are becoming the minority. Today we are facing a new generation of Africans who do not accept to be told that they are not at home when they go to France or Europe. And when they are in Africa or return here, they also encounter French people who say, "We decide what happens in your country and our interests come first." This new generation of Africans, whether in civilian clothes or in military uniforms, no longer accepts this. It's over. Africa belongs to Africans, and we are going to ensure that they get this message perfectly straight by any means necessary. My name is Natalie Yam, and I'm one of the worst nightmares of Western colonialists in West and Central Africa. Francophone Africa is the weakest link in Africa's emancipation. I call upon all economic and political freedom fighters of Southern Africa, Eastern Africa, Northern Africa, and the diaspora to unite with us, to enable us to kick France and the West out of our continent and finally exercise our sovereignty to take off towards progress, prosperity, and stability. Amandla.
Sydney Discotheque, verano del 79. Con la mejor música del mundo. Del mundo. Del mundo. Del mundo. Del mundo. Oye. Oye.
Right. You are all welcome to the show. Beautiful Thursday evening here in London. I'm sure everything you are doing anywhere on this planet, I'm very sure you are winning. Hey! Oh, that sister who was just spoken, I can see that my little kid sister. You say Amanda. Soweto. Aluta. Continua. Oh yeah. Gradually, the proper emancipation will come. It will arise. Arise, the African continent. Osajifu never dies. May your soul live in perfect peace, Osajifu. The battle continues. Aluta continua. As we speak, the Ekufuad who has destroyed everything, education, business, entrepreneurship, agriculture, he has destroyed institutions, he has destroyed business and banking. And he's contemplating going to a war. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, my bro. You see, sometimes when you sit down and analyze, you see that, the primitiveness of man or mankind, even though we live in 2023, hasn't left, that primitiveness has not left the minds of Africans. Very primitive. We know they think. We can't think. The thinking is too difficult for us. Yeah, granny. See, Uja. You see, I remember not quite long ago at the European Union gathering. You see that woman, their president, they call her, is it Ursula? That name again. Ursula von der Leyen. Ursula von der Leyen. Mami, who of a camera? Yeah. This woman was paraded in front of men and women to announce so big a sanction to destroy Russia. And she announced that the sanctions will bring Russia down massively, destroy them completely, so that they will learn sense. So one would have thought by now, Russia should be crawling on their knees, coming to beg. Instead, as we speak, 4 or 5, I don't know how many days ago, somewhere in the very deep eastern side of the Russia vast country, you see a spacecraft shoot into the skies, away, and it went. The news about that was that spacecraft was on a mission to the moon. And it was going to go to the southern part of the moon. You see, I would have thought, I really would have thought that if you really want to go and land somewhere on the tree, if you ask the bird, where do you have to land on the tree? The bird will tell you at the top. Because any bird that, will land on the very, very southern part of the tree, the likelihood that you can be eaten by a snake, you see. So land on the top, the apex. They said the southern part of the moon is very treacherous, very difficult to land. Russians said they want to go and land there. I hear the Indians too have sent one, and the Indians sent theirs first, and it's still hovering. It hasn't landed yet. So what I'm saying is that, you see, for us Africans, I've always asked this question. In fact, it was a grown-up person, a very senior citizen who once, just sighed. And he said, Mansa Musa, why is it that we black Africans, we are always running to these Westerners? The same Westerners who have humiliated us, still humiliating us, and we're still with them. Why? I say, my friend, the whole thing is about, look, it's very difficult to say they don't want us to say. They will say you are being blasphemous or it is blasphemy to say this. But let me tell you, it's all about the Bible and religion. You see, these people brought us the Bible, the religion. It has made us docile. It has, how do I say? It has subdued us. In inverted commas, it has made us good people, submissive, you see. So we always run to them for cover, which we don't get anyway. And those who can actually help us, we tend to run away, shy away from them. As we speak, I don't know of any African head of state who has a mansion in Moscow or have savings in Russian bank. I don't know one. But we can count plenty of such African leaders who have mansions in Berlin, in Paris, in London, in New York, Washington, all those places. Ordinary African sub leaders like deputy minister, very sort DCE, and they have mansions or big buildings, expensive ones, in faraway lands. You see, this is not the question of envy or enviness or trying to create hatred for people who are rich. No. But that idea, you see, that sentiment, that culture, which makes all our leaders feel they have to have big savings away from their land, from their countries, to have big houses away from their land and from their countries, to invest in education in already rich countries. That is what is weakening our culture, our education, and our economic prospects. It's a fact. Believe me or not, it's a fact. Because for just 1 year, even if those stolen monies in Africa were invested in Africa itself in the banks, even if the African Development Bank and the rest are, holding monies belonging to Africans, we can say the money is in Africa. But here is the case, either well-deserved or well-earned wealth, or the ill-gotten wealth, they are all sent outside of Africa. So now you see why the youth, they are all running away, because the mentality is already established. The culture is already imbued that unless you go away, your chances of survival, your chances of making it, your chances of, having a good life, or even just a normal existence is so slim in your African land. For me, some of us, it is this mentality we want to remove. We want to, try to abolish such culture, such tradition. The ones that tells us that unless you go abroad outside of your country, from Senegal, from Sierra Leone, from Ivory Coast, from Uganda, unless you go Europe or America, you are nobody. That is the problem. And I say the leaders are not helping, because they all siphon, they take the monies and they send it back to where the money is coming from. How many European corrupt politicians have come to build their houses in Africa? As you tell me. How many corrupt European politicians bring their monies actually into Africa? They won't do it. They won't do it. Today I was listening to the news on Al Jazeera, and they were talking about the fact that now some countries are becoming wiser. They don't want to have their gold reserves saved in London, New York, or Washington or Berlin, those places. Previously, it was that if you had your gold reserve in, say, London, it is easier when in times of need, it's easier to sell them, to trade in London, the trade market and all that sort of thing. You see what I mean? It was good for you to have it saved in London. But some countries have now lived to regret. A country like Nicaragua, Venezuela, they are in all these dire situations. But Ochiami, London, Ochiami, Britain say, I won't give you what belongs to you, I won't give it to you, because the government you are running is not a proper government we want. As for the South American states, they are in a no-win situation. We Africans, we are suffering, but they too. The reason why I'm saying they are in a no-win situation is that For them, when they practice socialism and that sort of thing, America and the West will come heavily on them, put pressure on them, seize some of their assets, treat them with sanctions so much so that their government become unpopular. And in the end, that socialist government will, succumb. They will fall. Now, if they tend to practice the so-called proper democracy and bring in, let's say, capitalist administration, what happens is that the capitalist administration will have to, will have to govern, will have to play by the rules of capitalists, and that it is survival of the fittest. God for us all, each man for himself. And so, for instance, that the country in South America, which has, let's say, a capitalist government, the rules will be that, the Wall Street system will have to be, adhered to. You have to involve Wall Street, borrow at a certain price, do things here and there, then you pay heavy price back, that sort of thing. So in the end, when you are doing the capitalist too, the monies actually don't go to do any social improvement for the masses. The monies go to some few at the top. So it all ends up that when the socialist government comes in and they do social projects like housing for all, transport, maybe health for free health and all those things, the West will come heavy on them. When people decide to go for capitalist democratic government, the West still have the control about everything you do with your economy, and still the people get nothing. So it's just a vicious circle, as they say, or cycle. Goes round, in, as they say, a bottom sort of situation. Crazy. That's what is happening. And as for we Africans, that's something more. As we speak, if you listen to Western heavy propaganda media, very powerful ones, the BBCs, the CNNs, the Sky, all those people, you will never hear that the problems we are encountering in the Sahara region, the West Coast, the problems we are encountering with the increase in terrorism is all to do, 90% to do with the overthrow, unnecessary, ruthless, reckless overthrow of Gaddafi. You never hear that. They only talk current. This group are fighting this. These people, trying to let us forget what has actually brought about such situations. Today, I'm trying to look for that name, but this guy speaks like a French-speaking somebody from Cape Verde. Apparently, he was a former director of communication for ECOWAS. The way he spoke on Al Jazeera, it was live, so they couldn't edit it. I'm sure they are not going to show that interview again, because he went straight for the jugular, so to speak, and mentioned everything. How the overthrow of Gaddafi has created those problems, how France and its links, its control over this West Africa or Africa countries, it's overbearing sort of control is making the people live in abject poverty, whilst the French people, enjoy all the good things that comes out of that arrangement, that silly arrangement, where it says your 90% or so of your GDP, just send it to French bank, all of you. Then when you need some, you don't have to request, so you borrow. When you need part of your money, you borrow at a price. But I am beginning to feel the breeze, the feeling, the good, how do we call it? What is the phrase or the expression? The good something of factor. Huh? You can't say but I'm feeling the good feeling now. Feel good factor, that is what the expression. The feel good factor is not yet here, but gradually it's coming. Because the youth, the clip I played, the lady speaking, no gray hair, nothing. She'll be maybe late 30s or early 40s. That is good for me. The African youth, they are rising. They are coming out. Unlike my generation, who were trained and they've now embraced the Bible and religion so much so that everything is about prayers. One song we play even in this studio, nothing but prayers. Oh, nothing but prayers. So prayers, and we are still praying. And nothing is happening. Nothing. And as for Ghana, I wrote something and somebody wrote to me, oh, Mansa Musa, I need to quote this. I will use it and quote you. I said, go ahead. I roughly said that, look, everything in Ghana starts with a Lord's Prayer. Start with the Christian type and end with the Muslim type. And yet, our society is so dishonest, one will think that when God himself sacked Satan or sacked Lucifer, kicked Lucifer out of paradise, he landed right in the middle of Accra. And this guy, so he likes it to that quotation so much that, he would like to adopt. I say, take it, run with it. Look, I'm always telling you, this morning I prayed once. I'm going to bed, I will pray. No, I'm not sure God requires me to actually pray for 30 minutes. I don't think so. Because it's about what is in your head, how you think, what you do. Good things attract good things. That's what I know. 1 minute to 8 o'clock, we'll start a show with Dr. Joe Oswajima. So, without much ado, further monotonous monologue of my own, let me switch over, and as they say, the show must go on.
As chairman for UK and Ireland chapter, oh you need papa, or Jenny on mine who Doctor Joanne Groya Betuaman. I will vote for Doctor Brother Stone. I'm one in Takra, the man who you fair. And Takra born in Sudia Yampo, Yatua baby, I'm Dr. Joe Ajimai, no one I born in Takra, the man we are fair. Takra born in Sudia Yampo, Yatua baby, I'm a who knows what they bet to a papa. Dr. Joe Ajimai, no one I am. Doctor Negro, yeah, bet to a man. Dr. Joe Negro, yeah, bet to a man. Vote for Doctor. Doctor Joanne, Dr. George Mase, another the opposite, NDC Kua, UK Island, the beginning of diaspora, a crab shetty, Montumano, Dr. Joanne, what the Cambo Muba, I'm a mebu,
NFM Radio.
On behalf of Dr. Joe Ajimai, when in my papa, Dr. I could Professor or the boy. Never party no money for any share. Oh yeah, on my papa or Jenny. On my own to Abanamano. Dr. Joe Ajamai say, or be make sure say. Party in the Benyan own office. Now meetings are doing now. I feel Dr. Arrezi fan. Sikabotu by Mudru. Say or the boy. Executive members, any departmentals in and some are doctor and preacher say what they want a dose. Nina Sumusham na ed. So I will vote for him. Go and vote for him. Dr. Joe Ajimai on one of your pay. We gonna vote for Dr. 3rd December. Yeah, back to our papa. December, yeah, back to our papa, sir. I am Doctor Joe Ajman, yeah, back to a man. Doctor Joe Ajman, yeah, back to a man. We gonna vote for Doctor. Doctor Joe Ajman, yeah, back to a man. Man of vision, ne power, ne nisu baby. Doctor Joe Ajman, yeah, back to a man. We go vote for Doctor. Doctor Joe Negro, yeah, better man. Oh, Peppa Tinu, yeah,
NFM Radio.
Vote for Doctor. Doctor Joe Negro, yeah, better man. Dr. Joe Ajimai, man of vision. Doctor Joe Negro, yeah, better man. Doctor Joe Negro, yeah, better man.
Right, I said, Dr. Joe Osajma is ready to go here in the studio with me this evening as usual. As always on Tuesdays and Thursdays, he finds time in his busy schedule to come and say hello to everybody, explain, do the big time politics with everyone, each and every one of us here. And on Thursdays, we usually do it in Akan language. Right, so obviously when the baton is given to him or the microphone is switched on and after saying hello, he's going to speak the Akan language for tonight's program. I have to say the sponsor for this program is Top Connect. And these people, when you have to send money home, remittances or sending money home, it's made rather very easy, really, with Top Connect. So note that. Also, my little young fella who has got himself a van. I see a friend, Nana K. Nana K, normally 07534 715536. Anytime you are no frame here. Studio, I can give you the number. Young, strong guy, strong, nice. Into ye kasa ye man in your maswa and ye in Kokrea, ye young kunyina ye week. No. So that is to your information. Who say who move on your from A to B. Just contact Nana K. It was 07534 715536 because or catch him sometimes say. Say who they sometimes cry me to be quiet, Mama will be now or see you, which is no problem. As simple as that. Anyway, Dr. Joe Osajma, you are sat with street language. You are sat and ready to go. Welcome, Akwaba.
Major Mansa Musa. Meaning so here.
Me who dear. I don't know. In fact, last week, when they bear mild COVID now, Banibia, because not the more deep when you normal flu. Because now me struggle, partner, drinking, and I'm struggle. Who say flu there, and cow who started say toa now hoto. But so back kaya last week Tuesday, you know. Okay, say me no didn't come more. Ye, kasa, utu say.
I say, I baby Ghana, and Nenkoye.
Nenkoye, let me hold chimney. Kasa crab me cry. I just say, Obi Crachim, a midnight ho, Obiaka. Meeting and as a crammer be pokra and family. Where the crammer pokra be boof. Anyway, but this, yeah, can't be honest, and then who say, no, I'm okay. I'm feeling très bien. We sure I also know we're bushing for you.
Oh, me holding the such a brewer, and I will be on so yeah. And this is from Bible. And I'm a Tomama. I'm a more power person, the bench, you know. Sorry, I'm not the piano, because take cross me home baby cry me.
Right. 80 and then now over my last week and as Tuesday and work so they say my and she and you might be to talk to 20. This is a bro about what I'm watching him.
Mansa Musa, my main chair tier for me chow, na me chair tier for so a tier for Papa B. Aha. They be our mobile Tuesday and Thursday between Sempa and Sempa find this in Sempa fire my Ghana one adwumbɔne a ɛkɔso ne amambuo bɔne no you say you know yɛn nyinaa nim sɛ economic management team no this one by MS management team nti no ɔmo de IS abɛtɔ so na sɛde de bia me chia tiefo papa bi no na me sa chia me campaign team me fo mu ni agro adwuma ɔmo bɔ no ɛyɛ krabɛhwɛ na de wodi kai papa wodi o yenyina anim anase campaign team nanim eye Mr. Lonsagene me chia ne papa wɔ n'adwuma wo bɔ yefiri wa na yɛkɔ maame Rita so eye adwuma pa Rita Mensa ana Rita Mensa suni wa na Dr. Tebi campaign advisor also bɔ adwuma anadwo awia ofreno se open adwinkyira obede ma wo oba adwuma pa na yakɔ yeba media so obi otumi hu se asɛm na ye keka ne ade nyine betima kɔ media na aye kama na de ye kese obɛhyehyɛ ne kama maye no media consultant Mr. Kofi Adani Bogawan onso mechia ne pa na ma mesa wo papa bi ono na de bi o coordinate hu se ene time wadru ho why you see no African campaign manager say kan bibia bomu amese wa papa bi campaign coordinator me chie wanwumre na me free ha na matu fa akọ oman Ghana mu eye nuamo a omo ho a omo so bo campaign ya omo so omo no omo nda kosi se nyame be ya adom na mabe chairman okrum ha ne move niema akọ ba bia efi se betimi akwa akọboa ye papa jo mama na yetmaji abanwa no ene tumi no Ghana na ya change niema na niema ekoso no omo deda sunia so ne ade ni nyina no so ene ne omo ni sunia pa na ne mbeda ntabo so ye mo nda sika so bio sanko ye obeso ye sa adwuma no na do dikai eye Haji Akomapa na do toso so ye Mr. M Abolo captain you say no why radio adwuma aye ya kasama ya party ya ma say ya man captain ina sanne kwa no bi ka che me captain Abolo timazemzem so okra wonim sa de we ti say ye nyina ye pani national chairman a 5-star general our politics na yama Abolo so captain nigga say wakonanim o de wonim so jafo wakonanim pa na menua atokwa me nanso anope na o fire kama pa ma party no cheche ne mem ncheche muso ye kama na ye free wono na menua obin frempon so me chia pa on social media baby a twetwere obetwere na wo cheche ne mem ti Mansa Musa ma cheche wie no mema campaign manager ekwan no be ma update na fe me de current affairs no atoso na fe ye de help for so aba me dase.
Right, so that is how it is going to go. And I'm with you know, Dr. Joe Sajman said that Munina say for the intro. and it's a Thursday in the campaign most of the Kasano here I can. Right, and now before in Sabeka, Mr. Agini Ewo Ahomano Sono, the SMD Betrim Kakra, Trese Osha, headlines Nana because Joe Baker 17, headlines Nana Bebu Bosso. Jachi question is say drugs Godfrey Odami or Godfrey Dummy. What the Bible from a dame? What radio was sound newspaper because a dame, but you crumbs to the dummy. Now, Jachi question say every Godfrey Dummy or the Nico court professional misconduct to be all. No, when I make details, you know, you are prepared or so. Office of the Special Prosecution for Canada may mean you know nice. No, your nice name yeah, they were simple. Director of Public Prosecutions, which is normal, nice and beautiful. And then you see Office of Special Prosecutor. Also, they have arrested Cecilia Ante the Pa. Mamina Amino, I love to call her Cecil. Cecil Dapa. Just say you're brofilizing it, you know. Yes, yeah, Chini Kunu said, they say, Omo ya Masicano, they say, yes, it's a padia. Now, Meno, some bet to me, I won't cast a Mansa Musa deal. I'll be fine with it. Simple. Sika Mukai, Boya, me just say, because, oh, Sisia Pan, Onimuri. Fine. Hey, Mode Mumra Macasa Sicano, Mansa Musa dia, Mediatum. Any one or two a year. Okay, thank you very much. Obviously, the government is not mandated to seek parliamentary approval. Fine, they should go to war. Ekufwadi destroy everything I want. Ghana no, ye economy biase banking be biase. It is always cow the black cocoa war. Fine, ye unite here. A block was so the figures say about say 1.8 million now hitting over 250 million. Yeah, but come on some day. Anyway, yeah, kwa humano so na Los
Mansa Musa.
Akwaba.
Mansa Musa mejo so me pacho na also wapom.
Me hu ye pa.
Mansa me da se pa Yakopon enka ho ene udwuma pa wodie. Na sene de bia me maka no. I have taken a very principled stand say me kan Ghana sem because miswa ara menya ma akoma ba me ya na me ya adom emesi ahenefo esi Dr. Joe Owusu-Agyemang ahene and I say election as the chairman of this chapter na sene ya shebo no ya wada ene ebena de bia ni benya platform no edi Ghana nkomo a afina omobeti enka se ni de etesi ni so ni yese ye hwese ebisi Dr. Chairman Mansa maka ne say wi no mamefa enchia kese enkoma atiefo bia me na ya na meka masem no news means good news entie kakra wo ho ni nchim kakra wo ani say free last week meeting say yeah no pay calculations did ye hwese bosumi edai ni ma ye September ye ba be wulu mo no enkopem October no before labor conference na abane ya to in kind another braka I sheda my date yeah no ye de ni ebu say ye den at least September ending any first or second week in October no na abane ya to we na yes etie for say omunsho ubi a sebi onusu ene ne ban ubi a party no party adwuma ye mfan to ho enye adwuma se obi ba be ye no wo ye no bosumi miunu bosumi kra mabre tie phone tie me ana bibinti no me dia to ho adwuma ye ne debia adwuma, you must have the appetite, the desire. Say, oh ye say sana say ye no. So Mansa main can't quite say obi say general mosquito. Since I was so party drum so ye won't have a watching a home on Jane home na namu tu na yesua ɛhɔ ne nam nti de me straight for ne sɛ yɛnhwɛ nipa party we nyɛ sɛ ɔdɔ party ne nko a na mmom wayɛ n'adwene sɛ ɔbɛfa party adwuma sɛ n'adwuma ɔde bɛka na abrabɔ ho sɛ wɔda a wofrɛ na wɔbɛfa sɛ wogyina hɔ a wofrɛ na wɔbɛfa sɛ bi wodware wofrɛ na wɔbɛfa enye obi a ode ono ne pe ebeye se ene die ma ya available se menjeje ba na meyere enko adwuma ma menhwe bente ne die me wo mre a me de beba Mansa Musa program so na Mansa wo de me kan asem yen assume se JDM and as a national chairman and national executives Ababa Bedru Birmingham, obviously that is where they will fly you from Accra anyway. Omaba Bedru landing Heathrow. Mepacho Mansa na ye hia se e wo se party mpanyifo kɔgye ye nuanom tata na mpanyifo tata de omo kɔpɛ ba bi da na omo gye omo ahome na omo pensuo bi gu omo ho a afina wogya wo ba ho wo twɛn sɛ wo yere bɛba na waba be take you ansa na waba there be de ye kanyina ne se bebi a party ne wo bia na ɛbɛboa na mmom emra ye wo mu yi do bitime ye party na dwuma a wo wadagye a wo de party na to no de or the party ni be ye dwuma kana brabo ho no eye Dr. Joe Yaw Osu Agyeman eji Agyeman ne enye kwa o di party na si ho be ye duro no ye hia say ye mbo party no de wu ye nku emfanji party ni say 2024 na ye hwe ne say NDC Efose Kufuado, in fact, Bank of Ghana, Mansa can be CCA, Ushe, Mansa Musa Ekosuya, until that honorable woman is proven guilty. I can't judge her until Cecilia Dapa, the OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor, obviously, a coming Kwananka here, and Sana Ombe prosecuting Ombe Court, Ombe file a case against her. Ama a competent court of jurisdiction adia to say ampa mamena etie na no asem prosecution so approved beyond doubt to say ampa wodi for no Mansa Musa be ye drum de da ye no mun esin de ye hu no nti hia obi a owo sa akukuduru no obi a waye nadwene se netie bia no opese oboa ma NDC party no ekosa kono in invented commerce say ye kwakoje Ghana si wo abra ye enyetuo ne de ko nem ye de kokrumuti kono so ne here obi obeboa e wo bibim Mansa Musa unim the sad aspect of what I am trying to say now and the metia na ye de nyane ya ye se Kufuado say University of Ghana what ye nyina so ya pon ye nyina yeko mukos ekosua nim de ketua bi no se emra so san anhwa e wo so de to papa bi e friend JB Dankwa Mansa Musa nti NDC for ye hwe sa de wenti se ye pese betie sa narrative we no de na ye nto aba ma obi a wo sa ebre no wo sa ahofama no waye nadwin what dedicating what de no ho ato wo say what sacrifice wo ye adwuma boa NDC say sa sebe nyamransem we sebe asama ento asumu sebe manususu na so kwesibo ne because of foolishness or this stupidity ne yen people free ho when the NDC is in power. Now I am so sorry to announce to say I'm pampa say Ghana tenase my papa we say sansa edino eko JB Dankwa University whatever they want to say it a man ye pefa hundie ama for proposal din on they will say I can land yen friend Ghana can land man I am sorry me e hona me we ye cap I will be me certificateless me yes certificate bia Obi be some America and can be Kramanko invest in be. And yet, it doesn't matter how old I am. And you mess up a copy baby school for a copy certificate. It's a misread here for say. Makasa baby na update be and ni ho update or hani say in international relations department meeting last week, you know. The woman said, "No, mama a green light," and said, "Yebeto." Now, reporter see at the Yapon, Omugusu, Shim. Now, the yen come from yen side and say, "Yes, straight for say into Kwana Dawson, it is the terminal Dawson, and Kuntum Podan Dawson. Yen who say ye ja and then Namakuma. Now, ye put a bay ne winning a bit more." Mansa Musa, a better say, as I said, they say, ye can't be dear fire one. Ye ship, yes, ye movie, as you have to do some of the pentaqua. And ye no, ye ship. Now, the young fair woman, ye say, Doctor Tihono, or you will be obeying Obia ye Juma and Famu. I can mention all the executive positions, Dr. Joe Ajima, and ye move. We're very decent, we're very accommodating, very civilized. Obetimi obia ye juma because the here ni ye party do the beboa party no eno ne ade ye straight for say ye sre wo mo emre na dru no mo mo ti omudu sin ti obudus ye nhwe say enu ho no say ye to apa say ndc ni be ye nyam 2024 we will put men and women on the grounds the beboa ye nua Simon ne Mavis so ombe win elections na sefo a menuanom here obia what the energy, the desire, someone who is going to bring the synergy between chapter where a woman and then kind. Ne ya kind one bob near Yajuma. And Mansa Musa, Medjai, ama doctor, Ayene Jumano, name of Michelle was a Messiah, then Abba, Menamako for Besaba. Yes, sir, make a crampono. Mansa Musa, NFM, zoo. NFM za NFM I beni beka se emofa ne I beni na sade so mia na enkrani de oduru ho a beka se emi hejo Mansa Musa wuti hoi enne wonu aponchiti na se ne wa wi aponchiti a beka se Mansa Musa so beje mso sen mi hejo bodo Mansa na ye wonum bi a ye to me be wie me mo abo NDC anthem na mayen Mansa Musa was say House of Folks one no moto arose be quiet and don't be loud we are the famous NDC we never say die Mansa Musa we are asking for unity we are asking for peace we are urging our corporates in arms to look out for a candidate who can rescue the situation in which we find ourselves. It is not just about us. Some of us will not even have bothered. But we want to make sure, say, wherever we find ourselves, as far as the revolution of 1979-81 are concerned, no, the fact that we are condemning the 1966 coup, 24 February, Ghana, no, as far as we are endorsing the challenge of Africans waking up today, no, Mansa Musa, vote for a candidate who will not wrench. Vote for a candidate who has got the appeal and the desire to offset the change. Not just the NDC political party. Mansa Musa, I'll come back. But send him the kaka Mr. But NDC anthem no mame, and I'm the canto sanyo. Yeah. We are rose. Be quiet and don't be loud. We are the famous NDC. We never say die. Mansa, we need to vote for a candidate who believes in this adage. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. That is Mr. Lonsa Guinea. Singing so many tunes in so many languages and ending with House of Folk, a beautiful song, that energized their play, all those years. Arose. This sometimes when they sing arose, arise, arisen. I don't know why, but be quiet and don't be silly. We are the famous, blah blah blah. We never say that. Anyway, it was a nice song. Can wash it, Jimmy? Ba fig be, can wash it, Jimmy? Ba fig be, can wash it, Jimmy? Ba fig be. Arose.
Arose.
Me na me nye house
be quiet and don't be loud.
Me cousin to and me both men. Me na me support SS74. Me a Barras boys SS74 na me support to. You know na just house for no omo di go Olympics for so na me both because I'm cousins no me no ba kon me penasem say ba kon no they are me penasem support to Olympics. And so time be an Olympics you win. Hey, those 70s and early 80s need na has in yes small. Anyway, this gentleman requested NDC anthem. So
yeah,
obviously,
please
I can't do otherwise but to oblige.
Well, if you're over
so
50,
I am going to oblige to make sure he gets his wish, as they say.
Suzuza. Arise for Ghana, of a son of the land, for weather and seek your future, development our God, from vision to victory, the end is surely, Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity, from vision to victory, the end is surely, Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. Ejo bana Victory is our land. Victory is our land. JJ is a winner. Arise for Ghana, of the drug of the land. Power and secure future, development our goal. From vision to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. From vision to victory, the end is surely. Stable Democrat, Ghana, our strength in unity. From vision to victory.
Yeah, so I'm sure Mr. Lons Ajene is very happy with himself. I think he's been dancing to the tune. Before we go to Dr. Joe Sajima, Madam Selena, I urge everyone to vote for Dr. Joe Uswajima as the chairman of the chapter, as he has the capabilities and quality of a good leader, or capabilities and quality any good leader has. Thank you. So that's from Selena. Selena Yati. If you have any sort of any comments, anything you want to contribute, please do write either on Facebook, YouTube, or WhatsApp, or wherever you want to send them. Right. So, Dr. Joe Usanywa.
Yo,
the ball is in your court once more.
Yeah, Mansa Musa, you better call current affairs. No, now I'm so me buy no. Who can be? Ubusa be for Attorney General ne Honorable Question. You know, tibesa me can be bigger crazy. Na my ye every ho. Now the what they say, who share you know they call the court General Legal Council. Governing body. Say omuna say lawyer BTT and found the answer judge be out the court on the asem. So, emi who say ade oye no. A professional misconduct and now say others say ethical and now say abuse. Enti or the quadom na some kaya and say papa na can say be okojina court no. Tamwa a year honorable question lawyer call your can say ye beto abama no. Enti no enye fe and now say enye fe say obabejina obeba court de bia e bere no bi otisa na ye koto abama no beba na I say ebe no akwa campaign so no kan if you pay no a na wo kra see edo kwa kotum na edo kwa kotum a wo so eno nso no otietia lawyer for no anu a mo kire say yen kan sa if you say obi eni wa prove the guilty and san ya fa no guilty so enti no why ye na osa kan sem bibiri akese na enye na of the kodom say o hwehwe mu no mo hu say papa no ya anyabrasem so ade anyamebra and opese wo ye fi say post in the man no fi say opese wo tena obi akon so na Ghana no nyesa na Ghana for yetete ye na emom aban we ya ade ama na ni say no ya tran na ni nton kese na battery no kura ya aye tintia che ono anmu enti no omfa nko enti na se Mansa Musa nchichiri mu e wo hono no enti meye free ho na makoyi Mansa Musa ade asem wo no se mensa kan lete bia papa bi ye fene Kofi Aflu ochire koma parliament so omunyi hwehwe mu Mansa Musa se ye tia no a yesu ese ye kan sign Bank of Ghana ye bankrupt anyway so am say technically no omunyi bankrupt na omuntimi nye insolvent kese eya ho na brofo ma sade brofo na ba ye nti brofo nti so mu say di atem so that say also omu de a central bank technically omuntimi nye insolvent na kese o asema o kan kire say mo se ye ni sika wo hon me twabiegum Mansa Musa mo fama dwenko because this is the only governor and in crofo a mo twabiegum back by Abanwe so what you say 80 billion mo twagum parliament bi ani mo hweye so what you say na me suspect say says can be na mire bi obi di video bi ba ya won pakon wa yira no Mansa Musa what is asem no up to now abusuafo ni hu bebi owo wa yira video no twae no Mansa Musa hwan na betima nya sika munu sei egu pallet so na ye ode ya hye pump no lip na kase forklift no if the forklift there is a machine na where you pump lip send no a fan is a manual so na gusu na manfo twa video what you say it is a wo twa wie no the car say na the man ko you say nso ko twa free pen mo bi dem mo Mansa Musa aya sensebe kokwa na nse no a wo ye na ade no no na nim de nte ko be ka fa ho what you say na Mansa Musa ye ka no say ayi sika GCB kane a bank ani e frɛ no Ghana Commercial Bank sika a ye 52.5 billion Ghana cedis Mansa Musa wo de kɔ tetewo sika ni mu a eye kese 52 quadrillion sa America fo sika Quran Mansa Musa me say America fo kra nya nu ho omunyina omoka trillion what you say what they quad next zeros no we ye na say abubu agum sa and 9 so like say ukura 1 billion outside that times 1,000 Mansa Musa can you imagine enti no say sika we omoye so omo transfer ayira Mansa Musa asemo yo na say sika we Mansa Musa say wodi mame ma trefo minchiche trefo mu kakra na menua mu MPP fo mu tie no monhwe bone o maban a o cheso no die say sika we Mansa Musa wodi tasam na iraye no October 2020 satam na u kase o convert dollar so akọ CDC a na yɛ 5.77 nti odi yɛmfa ne sɛ 5.8 koraa yɛara ne baako ama ɔmo ɛna ɔmo bɔ ne nti yɛara ne baako ama ɔmo nti yɛ 5.8 Mansa Musa saa time no o convert sika no a na yɛ 9.09 billion dollars Mansa Musa na saa sika wei ɛwɔ Ghana yɛde ne kɔ IMF Mansa Musa saa sika wɔ Ghana yɛde ne kɔ IMF ɛhin fa na ɔmo transfer yɛ question sɛ wo ho no a papa ne busa no ɔmo ka sɛ ɔmo transfer kɔ accounts no wɔ accounts bɛn na mo yɛ sɛ mo transfer why no authorize yɛ why na kan sɛ me de me sɛ si me busa mo fa nkɔ ha na why kora accounts no transfer kɔ mu ɛhin fa na mo kɔ international yi ana sɛ Ghana wa Mansa Musa sɛ mo sɛ mo discount ne kɔ Central Bank Mansa Musa sika na yira asɛm what bi da Mansa Musa asɛm what bi da na bronsam krom kura sɛm obesi bronsam I see the whole world boni bi emfa nhye no na ono kura sam edu me bi kura na o patch o sɛ boni na okudi boni we okudi de wa boni o eti memfa mehye me no bronsam krom kura no obetuma transfer ska Mansa Musa ayi ukura account na o se account ne da for the hu bio but what ma transfer $9 billion ayira Mansa Musa asɛm we anadwoma na sem sei what you say na kese wodwe ho a wonti ase aban we nko a na sete sa Guinness Book of Records wa sete ebi si da o wiase ba bia Mansa Musa se bi esi obi mfre no nka kire me se obi asende ayi $9 billion se or de kɔ be akoto another account suma ayira ayo ni ono ane mamu Mansa Musa nya international account o Ghana account mo wuntimi wu ye hu be bi esika ne faaye na sika no anye bia dollars na timi evaporate ana oh kese aba we ye niema bi a Mansa Musa wodwi ho a wonti ase wodwi ne ho a wanhwe kora no a se the loans kan no wanhwe wodwi ho a kwa ye de ikosi so be ka se akoma kora bododo what you say me no ka se se ye o ayi bi a me ready for school bi e wo ayi kokrobiti e wo ayi efene se Ga South Greater Accra Mansa Musa unim se every day wo one scorpion be visiting kwara no school mo because a dana is dilapidated kese a dano Mansa Musa se awia bo a awia no ba dem ho enso to de bobo enti wo ha na wo bi aba hello no munyina sam what you say I say last month as one my kra wo kraka obi wo ha na scorpion no okro no oba ono so oba wase me nua wo ba ha na meso me ba be ma mo se mo te say to wo ma wo ma ache no na scorpion so ma wo ma adwo what you say e ji se teacher ni na mpon tempe wo teacher ni wo kira dia bo se wo ba gu kom what you say e wo ye capital enkran krom asem wo yesi ban we enye omo ferry so me no ka se me see textbooks ani ma school for ebi ni ho se ska wo so tima yira na transfer no man say transfer ni say enu ba koko edi no ko mi aso computer no ade na enye ayi se nye hwi kra na ebi ya omo kan na se enye Ghanaian language na se Ghana se ya se me ye sure se Ghana standard e de be bro for me boa aden aban we etete yesa so o cancel a no mu bufufu a mo conference no makọ degu Ghana so that say o makọ degu Ghana so na me nwanwa se mennuamu bi timi nya kokoduro hye sojafo ataade timi begira o defend aban we $9 billion Mansa Musa hwe pa ne ye pa China fo achew Paris club ye pa o macho so mumra na o mun ni China fo nkasa ma yen o man Ghana na aye Mansa Musa seska we omu ayen kune chom o man kune o mun kan teti sa $6 billion no a dollars no a aye yi no Bank of Ghana fo aboka no Mansa Musa fa $9 billion kan ho sen ye 15 billion na so wo 15 billion o kokopa IMF fo acho se ma 3 billion aba we di Ghana fo wu pa na mom yenka Mansa Musa hwe me no ka ya eye kintampo aye the center of Ghana Ghana so aye the center of the world o hwe bia Ghana bo no a ebo keto abisa no aye center of the world What you say? Na enkora working tampo Mansa Musa na anu nsu etoye enkora yi Mansa Musa esi teacher ni na adwuma wo ye no so be kira de no enkora nkedegidi nti ofa na wo de wasi table so fa na wo de wasi akonya so ene nsuo ni nam dem owi ne si nsuo no yesi river vote akora ma ene etwom yo omu wie ne kese enkora ne table kura nsuo a etimi di akora table dwane Mansa Musa enya akora na bende what you say ni nyina esi Ghana what you say me no kase ye won kwara omodu omofusei nya blocks kra Mansa Musa blocks say white into ukawata di Ghana e find say omo uniform school for uniform enka be na nka ne say brown kakra na nka ne nafa me say bricks on sa bricks no a enye de omatoto no omo de akɔhye oven mu no bricks na ay so omo tete ayi no ma da yi no omo de aye no na go ana wole no nam kra no yi omo be ko no mo aye fi. That is Akufo-Addo na Akufo-Addo's Ghana for you now. What you say? Ye kwa ka mo be ka no krese textbook ni wiase nti no. Eni Ghana no mo nya sika nto no. Ye ka mo say mo be electronic textbook. Since when? Na kra no ni computer wodi sua de electronic book wodi de ne be hwe. Ha? Woni internet electronic book nya internet wodi be bie. Kese Mansa Musa basa aban we jani ministers no munam na gali sana me na naka ye no gali
chawa no a una na asemo kan gali obra fino no kre sa terms no na ye na nanomo those generation were different at different times but miss me TV pay look me na ma ko say won nam heja ba ko say on nam kikre yes wala na say gali me chawa no a about this internet issues, sometimes a fraud be Ghana. Na internet is cause sometimes I na my depression kakra. And I say na me no be kasa Zoom. Na and buy ye na I say me bo from you kakra. But and Al Jazeera try some be live a discussion with their correspondent no. Omukra no move facing problem just say Ghana no enti years ago.
Now say textbook akra de be sua de no. Wo de akogu internet so.
There are no funny problems with the internet.
Mansa Musa, omekwa me sure say omo no and so ombeto Wi-Fi bi a wo de bastel anya adwuma. Sa anya adwuma. Na akra no wote kota kroma wo hu kota ada no. What you say? Ono no nko just entro nko a aba way is full of entro. Na de ya ne say omo wi a no mo ka say Ghana no. I say, Omukwa we school, no bubu dan guena, ye didn't so far on your kokuru bibia flu, and your books in a year. Oh, make chairman ya segabo na Mansa Musa, be a sure say headache mano. Be a sure say or bar or numun super na say or yen who drums and with my radio swab because Mansa Musa say, oh, I buying Koya, Mansa Musa, the whole world, didn't so to be defending. The Kwana make a chrono into more of him. Many are no of him. Na make say your presidential medal be a masoja for or no or wakukudru. What must say? Now yen free on Mansa Musa asma make is see wouldn't him say ye can so a year Bank of Ghana almost anya you Mansa Musa omukukuriya almost omukusi dan omudan na omukwakusi no 250 million 250 million no sa hiaba e ba ya omu communication officer ne ba ya obetwa ntro se NDC for the sanction here Mansa Musa be wo paper ne damanim sisi ya a kese enya no kure 2020 na wane wa ba mu Mansa Musa 2020 eno mo sign letter no eyi ho adwuma tama ayi tambe na president Mahama na NDC free aban so 2017 yeah you say 7 for say na yi na hand over say 9th any hand over more enti no eye den ene ye ne kwotwere 2020 ana se bone ne bade ya John Mahama ne nkrofo papa ne bade ya na Akufo-Addo kanea no ka se Ghana kanea eduru mre bia na fei ejina so kakra ye ba ne betofi won ye se na John Mahama ho no ntofi wo na no e start se bobo ne numa so kan ye na wo se John Mahama change wo ye se no wan change so kwoto dia ne bodwe ada na nkofo mu nka ne koresa kese sa subani wo mumu so hu ewo mumu na ade bi wo ha ayi ne kan ye ayi madam fu bi ne kan wase ade bi wo defend enye yi wo kora na wo gina ho na wo defend no wa hwe obebu se sebe ase bibia na wo trim sa de me ka te ase ade na ko defend sa ade we hwe Mansa Musa saa dan a ye ka ho asem no eda ne start ye no let omo de koye no na omo say eye start say eda ne ka ankasa no ge Ghana fo nyina de omo ni bibia ye say omo de hwe no so na ye $81.8 million and omo yes omo si dan no so that's it hwe hypocrisy ba for Ghana what letter be ka say dollar hu aye deni ade despite some man for this show mo dem ebidi ya isunie so hu ye aban no a wo combat sa crime no ono amon nkrofo na ye sa no unim say 81 million contract no say man sign cedis o miwa no mo chichi amanfo say obi ko hotel ye nko $2 ye nko $2 cedis obi ye ho ahwan a Mansa Musa enti aban we ne priority ere entro priority na say kese de what must say awa eno mo change call omo de call from $81.8 million dollars no and omo de call 121 omo revise figure no ni nyina Mansa Musa omo revise ye no na omo ane wo power because abai we buy a omo gi free NDC for no sa abai foforo bi ama nyomo senso nana ebi aba na ekoto ye no office wa win NDC for na win NDC na wo power on kan kire etu no kodo tu ntachi ma no chinchi mamamfo nsa no so feel say wa wene and NDC for na wene ya on kan kire because Mansa Musa ede na wa power na matwelete say na mo de akona from say NDC for na twere metimi me say Mansa Musa let ni mu no yi ni nyina me de be kire ke say me ye na ready amount say do sign ni and ni date wo so nyina no what you say na obi kan say krata wo hwe no enye wonya twere bibu krata so ana say ise kura de obetre internet so na akoye bibia Mansa Musa eda ho forever what you say entini untimi ntwantro omo ye no Musa revise ye e de call 250 hwe if 81 million akọ 120 one and omo ye no de call 250 ni kwa Mansa Musa munwie no menye kese wa we beko 1 billion yenti wana MPP for kofa ba ye sa postcode no e ba ya ye nyina nim se Google free e be charge billions ye waka wa say Dr. Baumia mamemfa ne His Excellency Dr. Baumia mano na ye huntro wotwa emma no oba ye wo say ne kura no efo watime kese reduce cost Mansa Musa ave Google ba ya wo say free o ebo na kese the company ni be ye ya ne say omo ya ma na situ Ghanaian na what you say Mansa Musa ye di ma ye take fuyi na say legon fuyi omo ye science akombe what must say abejiska wonyina no wonder say nkofo bi campaign yesu ba Kumasi baby Kumasi be kona bia no seke kromo a unse yesi enuam India for obi na kana semu ya sesem kakra wase die ntia mo bobo ne say kona bi ombenya bia wo park ne so no omo de omo shop ba bi show so mo pe kona enti no ese enu nso no Dr. Baumia kona bia wo Kumasi bia Mansa Musa ne poster wo ene ne billboard ene ye blink power cry ye Mansa Musa sa power no bit ma power to go be ka kire one wo hwe ne billboard sa bobo Kumasi a so ena monam ena mo twan truck eguso okay Ghana for ye din o so mo twan for kokoko muti power afei Mansa Musa yem meti a Bank of Ghana say o mako write off 48.4 billion omodi mai Abraham Fanko Parliament Mansa Musa first mako twesika 80 billion man kanche Parliament munim se emra what you say article 183 of the 1919 constitution say bibi sani need parliamentary or the approval sanso na international contracts no so ehia approval kofo na anyo omo twagum Mansa Musa na seska twagum ni nyina wie no na em say afenes kan ya dorso nti no kofa sa 200 note no e baaye because omo hu say unza de buare ko shon pass ya do baby a kura anwe ya bechew enti 200 ndi em say na aye ayi kakra amana ye ketwa kakra so ena enkofo mo we mo so my de my writing off ye ko ka mo bedagu ye so Ghana for ye din afede Mansa Musa yet what wa say ayi sada na omusi $250 million no omusi no masa kofa company bi ayefe no multicard sa multicard no a sole sourcing another single source company omo no obia intend omo single handedly who knows say omo ankrofo no ana makofa so got company obvious anyway afomo ya Mansa Musa omo say omo never be project management tieni yo ya ma company ono no be project no de ono no ye project no ono no amfa nkrofo be manage na architect ne nkrofo be manage o ya sakofa company fufure friend multicard omo na ye project management Mansa Musa unum ska omo ye kese so source no omo say ye cheap no $3.45 million so the bagan is kemu a 41.4 million Mansa Musa what you say enti no se wo de quantity wo sika ni muso a 414 billion Tesco man iska ketwa na wontimi entua nkrofo a o ma feedi a supply aduane ma wo de feedi nkwara aduane kura no kura so enya aduane papa bia e na ye no ama nkora yi iti kura na re ho ne enyina achi no musa ntua o muka o kan ya musa bedidi o matem enti aban wo nya aban ya Mansa Musa kese e was a Ghana for entertain kura o was ye use kokromoti power obi an sorry na sa ministers na nam gale no so ye that day no yeso yan sorry waka ni yenko tunti abawe na aban we nya aba obebu Ghana for aban we ye kromfo we kese we atai yankasa atai kwa so asakra aban we no ni on the on sakra we obese degu so chom enti wo hwe niema ekoso Mansa Musa aban we dia ya na de me yakra no a meka wiade ma no asi no you say aban ne say bra ye bre ni nyina no eye ye fence COVID-19 sometimes kwa na me feel so ma isa no me feel sorry ma sa ya re ne kra the way MPP for body so on this ye problems nyina aba no okay enya hwe ana masa ko fa Russia and Ukraine you say omo so person ko fa West African war eba ne next kana no ma ye kodwoto ma ton Ghana no aka say war na ade a ye to bomb e wo Ukraine emmen wo kura no say affect economy me boa na de wo so ko fight wo backyard no Mansa Musa say na be affect more wa say ma aka say ne kura de ya ye no kase unum say jeni pie fe ni jeni ni je ni mali de free ba tomatoes what you say Ghana ye kra bibia ye kra banchi Ghana ye kra banchi what you say banchi o Mansa Musa ye kra banchi enti kase abana sheda ene oso odi Ghana fo awu me no kase sese ye me no kase sese me say Ghana need do you West Africa hono a Ghana need the only country sa Islamic menans ne ma ho so that say obi abeto bomb obi abe say boko can say if I'm say haram and I say haram ne chere say nye me boa haram anti boko ne say o say school nye enya ma ni pass say enya ma I don't know enti no am say the meaning no di boko haram fo no omo enya ma Ghana na aja yempe ho asem ti no mo ja ye ise wodo ho kwakotia mankofu ya betia begu ye so Mansa Musa ase wachi bi da na nya bia obi kura no asebi wutumi nya sika ntua ayi adwumafo ka no wo se Ghana ayi bank of ayi can say ayi say a company somebody nkako ayi insolvency house think undertakers for ka mu dia de ga so mfo fun ko we bom say ayi omo ayi nkofo ya ayi ko ayi insolvency ayi
almost undertakers
nti omo so ba with antik enti ko mo no Mansa Musa ba be seka bank yi eye company sa mrin ko mamba mu dadaada what you say receivers no ko maba what you say ba be hwede be nya de mo mama no nya mo mesa meka mo be di atem say technically central bank ti me nya na kese Mansa Musa dia semni me say a serious country bia enka ayi governor no kokoda dada kwa resign ko mo betima sa obetuma me aye dia aye hwe time ana maame ayi trust we list ewo hoyi aye ya time pound ye say ko form ni ade no Mansa Musa wo de si ye o ara mo so on resign man call for ni si say one my sika na ye dey o mu aye ha kama ko we de bank na gu central bank na gu adesente ho okọ ka almost ai na mo yesa sika mpedede na sika no won say ayi speculation enti se mo yesa no a na ye pamo no pe e ma Ghana sika na ye na sika no kra na emu odu no wo he kese okọ ka we nipa mu da oda form wo se wa hwe amebo ato form Mansa Musa obi oda form atacha ye no no osuro atacha bio what you say enti no media maker ne say sa ntokwa no enye good ma Ghana enye kese indikwase ehwe so ba kokra Ghana ni kese indikwase esa because aban we no me hu ne priorities o kai say ebi si Cote d'Ivoire ema bubble time no na asem ni nyina ne say France fo ye colonial yi ombesi ya mo parliament no and I say mo de bia abosum bi ombagiska ti afi no aka bom na de ayi den wo de akomo mo twa rent ama mo yi say say kai Ghana ye buildings yi old Supreme Court building ni ade na etitimu no na ka ye de ma Britain for what you say and na obai no si da bi sa na mo kan de a mepe bosia na masi bi ni akom and mo amo de mo de be no so mo de be museum mo de be de a and ye and na kofo de mo ni say no so what you say and mo kofo aja watara bae obaye no oba no so on na dafo pa na kufa do omo ye nnamfo anya senketwa so na won say na natra France da and on so atra France da ti anya kora bia na omo num ti wo ho eti de wo ne say omo dwa adwen bom so na adame kama say Gabo etiko pae say nana say nye say constitution na omo twere omo nyansa na ne kwa ye kotwere no eyi ya no mo se omo ya lawyer fo ne omo sua de nti omo ni tomanto ho ahwafo ne ntra okay omo bokoto ye
and now can we so yes just every
me so banko
they are defending everything
o manko so dey ase e na aja si odi nkatia mo general 5-star general no we Ghana politics mu omo ko treton no mo twere ye o dey ase papa no so ne tana no ni di nkomo a Mansa Musa obetuma ka each section of the constitution akire ma kire I'm telling you what you say that's the knowledge or no enti ana yekoye constitution no ana constitution no omdi shey mu say yes parliament no 7% bi aje to ansakra na yakọ referendum say ekochenyi ayi so kanyasa ka ponko ben na so chenyi constitution hwene ma woye yemfa ayi efen se de na law so kan yemfa University of Ghana obi akobie omo ko obi no eka akese ayi agidi yemfa nkoto wofa JB yem friend say JB University of Iwan Akufado anaze be friend say
University of the Big Hole in the center of Accra.
Mansa Musa ayi ne kai ayi me wofa yi kwasi prat ne kai was da braka aden kese hwe obaye no abaye mra bi na ye ni funders de ne wo funders kese odi nkofo be yishem sa mi wa no mi wo poster tama ye bepa yi no JB dankwase ye ntu no ene de also oji independence magana oji ma hwan so tam na no mkotra no mu twati na no mo wi nkosua makosua ho eye din we Accra no na history akire sa odi ase di Mansa Musa medi Mansa Musi no de meka ne se aban we nya abapa e wo se Ghana fo entertain no aban we ya aban a kese book ground to na bullet na betimato ayo what you say enti de meka ne se Ghana fo tam ndu a aban a wo twa ahwehwie anase wo ka asema nya no kore no yempam no na ese ne ye hu aban ne suban na mekai se afimu ani o na Professor Hanky Baye na ban we am massage wachinchim Ghana Statistical Service nsa say inflation no onka say 32% na pan ba out afini ye afini o Mansa Musa ene da be 17th afimu ani 11 na pan ba out na obeka say 65% IMF for by Mansa Musa on be kan kore aban we aban man na so bio en tronk mi say aban we mfiri so a ye hu na chi da because they be aware na you say o protecting intro and na why said that man na chita afo no o de asem bi tu omti no so aba gali no aba ready so be kan sem na manfo ba o munnim so be kan sre manfo sre wo no what you say enti mi masem an se Mansa Musa and na mi de be si ha na e beto aso enti yem ko help no tamunti yɛbɛtoa so na aba we no Mansa Musa me say saa agyapadeɛ buku bi a me nsa ka Mansa Musa ɛbɛduru mmere bi no yɛbɛba ha everyday biya yɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛ ayi page bɛyɛ miɛnsɛm ama Ghana fo hu aba wo suban sɛ ɔmo gye ɔmo man ɔma ne yɛ ɔmo dia hwan ne ma ne yɛ ɔmo dia Ghana ɛyɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛ dia ɛnyɛ obi nipa bi mpakuo bi dia mebo a ɛyɛ yɛ Ghana fo nyinaa dia ɔte ase Kwame Nkrumah kɔ ɔgye independence yɛde ne kɔ tu bukura no wankasa Ghana yɛ ne dia da ɔte ase agyapadeɛ wo ne hwan agyapadeɛ ɔte ase Atiwa forest ne sɛ mudi ayɛ galamsey site no I say hɔ ayi wobɛkɔ no bo na ayi ento ayi ka ne sɛ ntontom ne ayi a wo nyina no ma wo nyina ma wobɛkɔ no ma hye galamsey atade kɛsɛ mo a wo wura mu no kan obedu forest na nim hɔ no wo twam a bo sɛ na amanfo kokura nam ɔn sɛ saa bushmeat ni ade kɔkɔ he wonya bibio na wo kra no wo hwɛ yi no a ɛmoa no kra no Mansa Musa wanyɛ careful a sɛ de mercury ni ade asiasa
Amwano artists of Mwano we no. They are on drugs.
NFM Radio. I don't know.
For Society, Yenam Top Connect so Emanisika de Bagana if we are Fananina, Yenchia Capre. Anne, are you free? Top Connect a Masika Mania, I am Rekra. You hear sober download with Top Connect app no our Play Store. Diama or Android phone, and as we use iPhone so or Apple Store not download the Top Connect. A simple cra. Top Connect to a member radio Numsu Europe, North America, and Asia. Woman will dofu sika for Top Connect so a tem na emre na mawa hoto swonso sesedi sika manye di foforo kra any Top Connect so we yan chechemu bia fra Top Connect e wo +442 081 6155 and a +442 081 761 600 +447 882 950 088 and nasa hwehwe Top Connect e wa befontin tafidie nyina so Top Connect Fesika mani wa dofwa sunjemu a untia kapre Top Connect yensu ye DNA
NFM Radio
National Democratic Congress NDC no nyam forma ne mema mo UK ni Ireland chapter no ya ye DNA then as say beto aba eji chapter chairman fofo na hwede chine no mum no koto on so enyo nyam for Dr. Joe Ajimai the restoration man the father say e dey party no enim kan odi amonyesema kotine yie ne wetu ne hwese wa ofoma soro mposo oni mu adwumade de e fa ne hotitiru na esini nan so nwumade bebre no de egu akwamu a obeye de amaye bini se o sigina ye esiko no dwumade bia be kire party office na odisika £3 empemenum na ato ase eye £5,000 Osantri maguo ni mama honsu £1,000 na ebe show mu dwumade mu keda na esigina ye dodon so a mekire afoforo omo betro omudin abeka party ne ho de omo mbrakura o omo se beka omudi card ententem so na atwe adom abeka ye ho eye bosume miense bia nso party mu mpanimfu a odi dwumade ebe show mu nse bia no obetu safro omo atena se na de ye de show mu nse no omo ebu ho aponta mako we di bebre na no be ya mayo onua se kwatre kwose be ma wontuma bisanidi Ye Dr. Joe Ajimai, the restoration man, chapter chairman ana yentumano.
Right, I feel now they are to her. Emo akwaba mo amuti no so da munyina ase. And Thursday, so the program is all about the campaign hour for Dr. Joe Ajimai. And sinamu osi wa kan nyina be bia kosi se bia do no ye do the health issues ya pomudine sene be ya be prevent ya any ade no eno so eho hia eno no enim NDC enim MPP nti no the next voice I will be no Dr. Joe Ajimai voice na oka yare dom yare a hani padwin and tuberculosis no say you can say tishiwa and if I'm not mistaken
asthma.
Okay. Tuberculosis here and konkon obon konkon miwa.
Konkon yawa.
Say tuberculosis. Okay. I just said tuberculosis is a me call here.
Obon Samawa.
Is a me call here 3 dictionary. Anyway, can I jump on? I won't say NPP is incompetent, but Ghanaians can't praise us for moving dollar rate from 4 cedis to 12 cedis. Obi kan osi okasa. Me hwe sini bi a check akra na eja America for time yomu sini a everyone else is a villain. Say nipa boni ne kwasiafo no ye nkrofo bi eja omo America for ndi omo ye nipa papa de bia wo sa no mo portray e no mo dia dada ya na esu ya je atum na sini do sajin ba ko na oye interviewer em say wachi some Al-Qaeda for bi na oye omo interrogation ye bring nkrofo ya nkasa sergeant call the officer no officer say is he talking? He's not talking. I think I just have to shoot him. After that he may talk. No serious. He's not talking. Omu nyina kasa. Na me Kajapon ground no one he say e boache jako. Brody kasa word is obfuscation. Any ambiguity no. Ya pamo mo obu ko wiesika ameni some basa and you could see eco free a friend is in Dubai so o baby Qatar Muslim ko negotiating after one oka any Arab foi ade eche no mbu efo mo se yenko die ntina Arab fo no bufu ye one day they say no because according to some APP no che say the Arabs almost say Arabs Joe Williams Arabs sometimes ye come mo hon sem boneni ade no mo wo mra bia e wo mo kromu a say deliberate corruption ade no it can cost you your life.
Oh yeah.
And you say deliberate be kululu be it will cost you ntino am say onkro for koye omo say hey mo fie bibiri mo e be kire se na esinye corruption mo fi hanko ene e pam mo
adesen ngro for no
yo ya balance ye de why scapegoat instead of say obeka ne kura o chere me ni odike bedi nkomo odike se tamo ye pam papa yi na me gina ne nchen wonim no kura na ewo mu na obeka no wa fofo aso sa over 5 years no afa na obeka den enti wo de enfa no nto na Dr. Joe encheche tuberculosis no mo yenko
tuberculosis no ya na yeta kano ayi TB so na ene de ebeka ne se ya chemu mienu enti ne ebeka ne overview no causes and transmission the career na next time no ya toward ya kano so say sa na ebeye no na aya na complaint aba ne se amanfo so omuntimi nkasa bi omo ya na la na engage no omuntimi mani ade nti no ye amanfo time no omo so democracy ni de man ye de ni se obi betmaka na adwen se abano nkoyie kura at least otimi ba be kana adwen na ade ni TB anase tuberculosis eye enkonkon yare anase yare a eye wa obowa na obowa no a aya na moja wom so na echa obuoko obo a moja timi yesa na
NFM Radio
obroyin be kan say anase potoka sem no say very very contagious kese yare bi a obi betimi da saa obi intentemo ho enti yenhye ne nso na ede ne de ba bacterium bi a friend mycobacterium tuberculosis enti no normally yare no ana omode to yare ne to amwa omo koso no so enti no I say malaria say plasmodium malaria eno ene koso no mde anything sana ko enti nipa dodo no atimi ya enya yare no na omunya kakre bi ena omutimi show symptoms no obu ha no obowa na symptoms no show ndi de onim na atrenche na obogu so na na ebanso a omo atake nipa no emo no ko nipa wedie mu a omo atake defense system no white blood cells no manipa se emfa ne se omo na ye sojafo a omo defend body system no enti omo kono mo attack omo woni defense bi abio so they say enti je se eteki your man penny na Kufuado ne ECOWAS for no makoba besa bro soldier for defense bill so that's here enti na saa netie na omu robot ni mu a omutimi remain say I said dormant I say wahye udi onim hwe na why no fo sana abowa me bowa ma bowa che na say dem abowa na me ya na me ti sabe no a flame no a na moja kakra wo mu de ande omuso ewade obo na abo ne kase dia saa na no fo ne kase sewa wahrawa na na se wo lungs no so na saa no bacteria we no ebiso etimi ye abo efe ne ntwie so ene na efe ne bovis no so na omuso timi ewo ne ntwie ni mu na so anye careful a na ntwie no kese yare we ne diana transmission no enye se bia ente bacteria kan say malaria no a entontom be kawa no so abro de ko bi ho ne ade no we de eyemframa na sa aerosol no akoye se the life nya akoye se covid ne kakra ba covid ne kra de so what touch say no anhoro nsa obetumi na ye ho mo se covid na akoye flu like ebisa ba we de onpa kono aerosol no obo wa no a bacteria no wo mu no ukogya na home na se ekọ o se ko mu a aye ina na bacteria no so start no so wo ne mane ne nanan mo like say ye inti ye nhye ne so enya ade a okase bia me sakoka soil inti aye me ana se me sakoka ayi me kotna bas me obi abowa na ode aye no kese ente sa na eye purely saying airborne ayi so na ade ba ko a eye science am ye hu no eye se sa yare we no eye yare a aboa nantwie se omo fresh milk ne ade no se ya pasteurize ana se oma amfa anyi bacteria na mfiri mu a na ode ma ebiti se nkwara a omo immune system no e won me kan nkwara a ye ka infants under 5 ne omo immune system no wo form no en ekwa kodi be 10 years no wa anye careful no mo a etimi emo mu enya eye infected enti enye careful na ebi nso a na woye okuani wo nantwie oho na wonnim se bia nantwie na nya bi obu ha omma veterinary officer me check ne mwa na oye omo se bia etisen ti de obeya ne se o ne nantwie no ho na se nantwie ne bo wa gedengete to nantwie de o ha I say wadidi ame na obi a wo ye non na wonti na wo babi ana so yenko jame na ebia o make eye fend nantwie na ana se bisa akra ne betimanya bi ana se wo so benti no yenhye ne nso se eye yare a ebetimakum dipa nso easily very very easily enti yenye careful se yenye na wo hwe kra na ewiase afanam nyina no nipa eye omo no dos na enam aduro nti no combination of can say antibiotics nya de ade amma ano na ye na emo okonya obi o ye ya we de anya ntokwa enu ane se watwe ho hwe na obo wa ne gusu na nya ya we nya yi bia na watwe ho enti no ene ye adwin se sa health topic no ye de 15 minutes anasa under 15 minutes enti aha eni de besi na before se meko no sa bacteria we no etimi ehye obi ho eche se dem dika kan no ehye ne ho a na ebi wo ho a one day no na onpa kro no astati issue enu na dokro no se dem before be kan no na ke se adu ba bi anya yi na eye obi nso a onpa kro tumi show symptoms no within 1 to 2 weeks obi a anya ne pa o pese wo se o to no bo ase ayare no within say no utiminya na obi so wo ha na ode asie no na obo wa kakra o so obinya kof na chepa ne ade ade nti ne yese obo wa na moja wum obo wa na se acha wan kasa na viral infection enti se di a minimum of 10 days no be hu se afenat as start ekofom ba wa ba bosomi wa ba 2 months wa ba na onye ya o se ko check ye check na se bia o me ma sa combination therapy no na ho ato enti Mansa Musa ene aha enam de health in enti no tuberculosis ne ye very big topic e dey say be kan kakre say na tiefo nya enti no ye beto so next time nti no me da obi ase.
Right, so yeah, it is obi bowa in general no ordinary mortals no street boys no any girls no share that name medicine no one no there he na betimi a differentiate from say sebia we TB we your friend is saying hay fever and say minimum no keke dry cough where your heavy cough be I say unya cough mixture beko who say sad different meaning but a different how will somebody quickly say only obi o hwa obi to who say we enye why say etra ho what way our bono and the sound in the BB say a bit me TB. How do you differentiate? I mean, apart from say be a doctor, they say so when you be an out bus man, which the bus don't be boss one. How can you differentiate?
Untimi, any a one and this phone, like I say, WhatsApp, me de may ringtone at 2 way. Tiaba, minim say WhatsApp, phone pass me the ringtone and this a wabia what I wa. Obinya malaria betima bowa obinya hay fever bowa obinya cold and flu bowa what has any bia exactly
definitely TB we see na watching
and no send your friend you know any friend smokers you know cough smokers cough na dry so
and you know from we see see when this one and you know from we see
and the akwaye ne say ewa ye say nyame boy no yakra wa na say lungs no ade e pa ye clean air
yes
so no atwe oxygen wo hia no so they say na e be dey say carbon dioxide ni hwa na hia na ba bontin ni nitrogen na ba abontin nti ya won say o ya de e kan ne say nipa ho me carbon dioxide nya sa
yes
ye wo different ayi e wo mu a ho me ba out but carbon dioxide ne do so ntina so that say enti no na ye home no a mixture of gases so na but body ni eyi oxygen ti oxygen kura pure oxygen kura no a research bi am ye ene kura no enye mani pa pure pa no o se bibi kakra fremu what I say nti na omo no omo ko no omo dive nsu ase no omo dive no omo ba no omo feel dizzy because ye mo omo pure oxygen but what must say I was lungs no atimi yi anasa akrawa no yi di ope so sana nyame aye no enti no na no enti so mo dive no be ya enti na so o dive how many minutes also about and yes way na asan but pure yi na ye de ma no aha enti no so ya yi bi ye hye ne so na e why some a wo kan no nhihye na wo ho se mabowa moja na wo mu no osem konam ko hwehwem de kwa meye o chest air strain ni sane mane mana ye test hu se o wosa mycobacterium na ana bi won so a yenim se obi anya hay fever so na wo bo wakra no a e wa no normally start as a dry na be chesty na fa ye dry ana obi won so a ye dry ne ko so ana obi won so a ye kan we nyina no ne wa na che nanso the treatment na wo treating ho no wo treating ho yie adenti ne ye kan sa ebi a dry cough okoya no ano on can because you was sharp divide where the enya say MPP fo bi on betwa ntro bia so mo de bone bom betwa ntro bia by one no you were dry and you were chesty what you say two different ayi and you were so say and you say tickle ho anhwan yo ni nyina no ada say phlegm bar na say phlegm bar e chesty ebi ma e dry but what you say aha into wintimi nka say afa na wo best penny bia na sika no ye fa so ye nka say ye dikosi dan no and enye dollars e cedis ni ade wintimi spend enti de one say obi betima bowa ebia 2 weeks 1 month but wouldn't a big kasa no on pa krasma wo kan say me ko to aduradu no way no ko yaba dry cough mixture no de ye ne say a suppress cough no so sa you know your cough center ewo ya adwene mu so ho I ba your hand just suppress no na ma ayi no ogya na gese enti se onpa ko no ko na ye chest ya na also suppress ayi no a phlegm na wo wa hra wa no mu no what you say na say lungs no mu a e kire se o ma na ye thick and as a thicker enti mima na emo ko gi chest cough ayi a e ma se bi se menthol ni ade no e ma loosen up wa bring it and nti na won say onnom say na busa fe na ye yellow na we ya na fe I say ebubu first say sa slimy no a very difficult to bring out coffee chan de ya na say e ma no you know dry na fa break isa enti wutimi de bar na ho ato na free lungs no cough the main you say a mechanism and na say a etimi e expel ade a o lungs ne mpe cough no that's the mechanism enti so hu so bi bo wa ada say musie akoho so hu enti omo bokusie no madam fu bi na kai o le minimo osikusie bu na so den obo no afo wa so obo wa na say wara kusie no ere na oti kusie o ya osibu o just odi makoka ho so hu na fo abo wa ka sansan wa pie so hu enti no de wo ha ne say we no say smoker ekọ a enya oxygen na lungs ni penity obobo wa enti the friend say smokers cough enti no obobu so nba kro no o smoke we say enti ni nyina no we method of elimination we eliminating him bi what you say because ya be say malaria hay fever mu nyina betima ye so obeka wo hu nba kro bo say the ni nyina ye gon na ni no ayeso o ye na ni say and you say no ya want to say hay fever symptoms what you say ba obebu sa ne say cough me shabe obu ha on kan kire na damfu bia ka che ne say 2 weeks ago nya cough no okoto cough me shabe na ye pa ma but na adwin ama so say e bia no de ne dry wo de ne chest na wakoto no anom a ne nkoda you are suppressing the cough wo suppressing ya ade no so no enka ho forever I was a lance in especially na what start yes e ba no a eno na irritated fruit ni ade no what manya soft fruit and normally no so what ho a na say obo wa no a utimi ema yi ne ba na mo wada no e bitimi free minimum see na fa minimum te irritate minimum no a ene ma for nya soft fruit no and then the friend post nasal drip
I see
so what I see
oh sorry so we
oh Mansa Musa manko
dia I am crofo so etabusa about these things and he said especially cough ne nyoma aye wo chest ne ade no as a medicine man, a pharmacist, a doctor, will you agree say advice now is do all those things, you know, it's better say send ye tea or you say proper tea, I say green tea without sugar, without milk. I say ye tea, say ye coffee, you should go with warm liquids. And they say light soup all warm. Instead of say colder, eboa and emwa.
Oh, eboa. I say obi started na obi wo chest cough. We are advising you say men need ice cream, men need ye cold. In sugar no more. We dey show man in room temperature no one no more there. So that's it because se no nsuo no a enyu no a e masa you know phlegm no a I was saying kitimi ba out no. Nsuo no kogu super na man na thick. It afei bo afei onum nsuo no an obo wa na onum nsuo nyu no abosa fo obo wa ne more sanete but onum bi de say cough measure mentholatum and as a menthol wo mu na abosa utimi etimi boa because
me tea bi charge mentholatum
enti na ayi wo ho na ayi no balsam mentholatum no enti no oya emayi ni bubu ema situ chest no ema ho to na say cough no akofom enti ye hu say wana ye ebo no eye wa eye chest ti ma ye nti obi ano enkoye because ayi enche bi obi dia o ye say aduru a obi no mo ne ti ye ne yasa na okoto aduru okoye na omma na aduru na on bakoko ayi holidays was Spain and the man that also some blood pressure near the aduru no ultimate over the counter the otoya onum ye no to no
NFM Radio
say bakoko blood pressure ko so okoto sa la sinopil no nti we nso tie ne ya na dam no say okoy na mo say da bi ha de enton iso ko hu GP okoy na GP say na say we diagnose blood pressure bia Also, Madame Funu say, PM doctor, need more deep. Oh, I now, or Alatani, more din, and me come be was home female or Pamume. Mansa Musa, I be say, no, the any stress related, what you say, because or exams and pressure and done so intino. Yeah, and advice and say, okay, I don't know, we know, so that's it. On background no me after the man say but I don't you send me kukum and you know ye careful ye nam for mono obe more advice but seek a from health related a young and not health professional yes I want ye careful what be ba on so no one medura na fe do na anya ohwe na de nsaso boni aba
nice one yo right so the floor is open say who are open say who babedia dance here on the health matters, health issue, and I say on the politics, now open say ubeka, and also enye bonikra utumi ba na ube cheche wa.
NFM Radio.
You say nointi ena iwaha. Na Obi, Papa ne say
the Bank of Ghana committing to that project.
I don't have the figure of answer.
The figure for your headquarters?
I don't have a figure off my head, sir. That's what I'm saying.
$250 million. Are you committing $250 million to that project?
I don't have the full complement of the figures.
Mr. Randolph, you are the Director of Finance of the Bank of Ghana. This is a major project that will shake the balance book of every organization. You should have that figure of head. How much are you committing to your head office building? We know it is $250 million. Can you confirm that?
Afena oye kwi afena OBC we na wosre Chale the country metie odike ochina me ne bedi nkomo odike can play or say hey if there is school he will support and somebody ekoso we man no mu no the edikus ne bai ni nyina susakura kra and somebody pa say who sit down and obia who's at any 250 million way director of finance, chief director of finance. Oh, now you busa say sikana mudi sit down here saying, I don't have the full complement. I don't know mu brofubi. So muko share sa brofu no you. So Mansa Musa na chiro omu brofu ni nye Mansa Musa why chiro mo ade ye fault. Obi now see the
the Bank of Ghana committing to that project?
I don't have the figure of answer.
The figure for your headquarters?
I don't have a figure off my head, sir. That's what I'm saying.
$250 million. Are you committing $250 million to that project?
I don't have the full complement of the figures at this moment.
Mr. Randolph, you are the Director of Finance of the Bank of Ghana. This is a major project that will shake the balance book of every organization. You should have that figure of head. How much are you committing to your head office building? We know it is $250 million. Can you confirm that?
Atija.
So basically what you have there are you have communication specialists, directors of communications, deputy directors of communications, technical communication assistants, media aides, media liaison officers, communication consultant, presidential advisor on media who has a technical director to the presidential advisor. Then you have the ministers of state at the presidency.
And these guys are there for information minister.
Yes.
No, go to that list again. Just on the communication side.
There's a lot to communicate.
Stop it.
I'm just telling you.
You have information minister who's cabinet level.
Who has ISD working for him too.
And then you're having all these guys working under the presidency.
Who work under communications directorate.
Of the presidency.
Yeah. There's a lot to communicate.
You can't be serious.
I'm just telling you, there's a lot to communicate.
So and what are the conditions of service of these people?
Nobody knows. That's the issue.
That's why the transparency is not. So if I'm a lecturer in Legon and I've been teaching for 15 years, right? And I struggle to get my PhD. And then you have somebody who is a technical director who has access to fuel. Read the letter they wrote. They said their fuel thing is not gone up. So this technical director, what's the competence, what's the qualification of somebody to do this work? So if we are not transparent, and I'm saying that this is mathematics, this one is not sentiment. If the government...
Right, this has gone on for a while. So we'll continue with the program. 07, is it? 14. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Mansa Musa.
Yeah, good evening.
Michia, Dr. Michia, what's here for now?
Yes, Mr. Segabo. Yes, Joso.
If I'm a Ben from Igi researcher.
Oh, sorry. Who said the voice Segabo? Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. Okay. I'm from Yanko. Sorry.
If I show Michia Dr. BM, for obedience for any UK Ireland chapter. And I say we start Dr. questions be. Doctor.
Many Amalenko.
If I show measure what saying vision statement. They see you vision statement say party more queen say udi anima a dear pan obey assistant UK Ireland chapter branch no. The question I don't know.
Okay. Medasi minia. Na yabobo so a Mansa Musa bio ye study campaign no me de me kan say ye pese anase me campaign ti kai ti bo ho no de ye pese me ye say ye mame ai opportunity no a ye be change UK and Ireland na abaye krabehwe the beacon of diaspora if you say UK ha no eye baabi a mpanimfo ani wa ha pa wo hwe mpanimfo a omakokodi yenim ye party yenim no a kese name it ay honorable Alessivia ye fenisan wo hwe ye current leader ya ye fenisan Dr. Tufosin ye fensa Rickes Hagan kese nipa bebre ye free ha sly omunyina besua de wa ha what you say enti de wo woni se ye baabi a ye kan ye ho bom na ye di no kore na se ye ma party ni ya kono a ebeboa ama yetimi akwa boa Ghana ye party na ewo fie fi se ye ka party asem ye wa nyina no Ghana ye tishe ye ba ko boa na yaje ya ba power ya je akonwa na ye papa president Mama Sisi na di ntina meka sa se ba se de bia ye ko na se ye respect na manfo wesi se nti me first ye man ne se endokwa no eye mumma ye de yen kan ye hombom na ade ne da ye ni so no 2024 yenko yenko boa na obeye sa opanimu no yesi obi a will lead by example wo be show wo be respect nipa na se wo ye ho se wo chairman wo be fifa manfo so na wo ye ya sa na obi odi eje se wo na se ayi se meso me ye ayi emfa ne se hwan organizer na se me ye hwan me we portfolio kura me no meso mitimi ye the same thing so ho na ade ba ko a me hu ye papa jo mama me hia no a me fa be fa de to mai no the same thing ana me hia prof nso me hu na ho brase no a me de ato me tirimu a ye ni che se ewiase no I also respecting the baby a be oni be hia na emre ni nti no me ncheche mu ye nti ye mfa ne nto nchen eno ye unity se ye be kan ho abom de to so bio ye ni identity se NDC ewo krom ha ye tenem from your website krano your website krano men kamia say nya adwuma so enti no si etiminya baabi e come meeting ye kasa aha NNDC for ewo aha na e come meeting ha na muhia obi ohwehwe ye bia na enye yi eno so hihye wo ho ayaye afen so accountability ye ka accountability aya na amanfo adwen ni say sikasem nko ada bi accountability ni ye human capital no nipa no a wo ho no human resource no oso me accountable ena eniema resources no mu use no eno so mo account for enti no so obi eye party pani na adekro bi a wo ye na dwuma na wo ye no mo fa asiedin katia na kan wo say national chairman wo say se wadwuma nso ania so I was say man for timi busa wo na ye check and balances ye ne to ma wo o promises obey say ye hu hwe we nye in the pipeline bia wo so we are continue every 3 months bia ye be hia na ye nimpanifo no kese ye nyina obia ba be hia na amanfo busa questions na accountability eno no so ho eno no wa konwa no ana say department wo no you have to be accountable to the members ye wie no nso sika ye de ma wo no nso no bebu ho akonta obi nka se beka sika party ne wo na embom your ins and outs there so team come on mu na daachi bi ye ko mo se ye ko pesika abeboa party no a o mahu se sika no e ya de pa ye de ko to t-shirt ye de ko to we ye ko ye say anase be bi ye wo no kura no ye ko tua bibi eka enu ye very important so ho na de sa wo kura ne se afini nyina mu no ye be hia the whole UK and Ireland ye be hia baby eno no chairman fo no me ka branch chairman ne chapter executive nyina meeting ne be ye no ye ka bomu a ne ka say ha ne ye pese ye ko hia ne akọ ye ho no ye conference annual conference ye de dwin party no say ne anye bia ne makoyi ana de ya ye nie de pese ye nie modwen ho say so ho and betuma ye intimi mame mfe ensi a eye ne mako ay dumienu 12 and ye wo so that's here na intimi kan sisi a intimi ne oben emu ay miensa pe na maboboso no enti no ebre kwa ye be ye didi aka ne beka ho be sure say matima answer question
right Mr. Obi that's it be now before I be call Mr. Lonso no ma mentie Abolo what Abolo has got some stranger he be your studio WhatsApp number is not receiving calls. It's not receiving WhatsApp calls. Inti Abolo Efra several times me fan up and cut you off. Inti that is the situation. So Abolo, sorry for that. I will let the engineers look at it and see what's going on. Abolo Akwaba. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. Abolo, welcome.
Mansa Musa.
Yama Akwaba.
Mejusu.
Yo, what about him?
Mansa Musa, everyone say, Jumani, you know, Emuda, NFM Radio, Emuda. Me bomb pie say, Emuda, why you going, Nimno? The South Suba, and yet it you can chapter executive before be more. Your mom petition for years, no more to manage chapter media. And check or more commanded to look at the way. Mansa Musa, not chat for Nama chair at your for Facebook. Nama say your mission, I'm a Dr. Joe Swajima. Some man is snapping, Mansa Musa. A tearfully delegated to Aba, Namia Duma. I saw by October Muno. Yama Bakubi, you say, be Muntina. The movie, yet Dr. Joe Swajima. And no can I say
every quarterly and every 3 months under the leadership as a chairman of them making sure say branch executive chapter members every share me as a conference the normal drinking party now sayono I Kenya party ni nyama baako mmienu bi enko yie no na amanfo bi ati omo branches no di aba na omo aye correction se na ebe ya NDC UK Ireland chapter no ebe fa ni to mapafra Mansa Musa nyama bi mu se enti na ye mu bi ye ka doctor chi o se accountability Mansa Musa omo aye to aba mo 4 years we de omunyu dudu ono omunyu esa me say post no omo be fire our UK Ireland chapter say na be e kwan be dem ye ni 2020 about to nanka no mu dia be pre-post ufidie we so na agoing chairman e kan no be tiefo the agoing chairman bamba o si onu 2020 we ni about to nanka onam Ghana be pre-post anko onko bio say na campaign manager law kan no party juma ye face ho eye tu hu ache say na dog atu ni hu ache Mansa Musa me see party ni obi mu ye de wo obi mo mo be do mo ye me see the UK Ireland chapter me ebe ye mistake so ma fa mandate ni ma Dr. Joshua Jiba e ma na be shebu UK Ireland chapter no means under the leadership. Time so better about it because the new Mapenti on to election. Mansa Musa Misan ka asanke bi. Current past executives ni omekono omumubinu. Esa ni so ma nye ni ye ni nti. Omu mpese election ni beba so. Mansa Musa wa utimi hu obi mu flyer. So they are addressing themselves with the post. The Ubia na Yamisri. But the Esha Binkran said Dr. James Wajima, a Beji party Nesi Ho. I said, delegate. I check the Mbuye. Omun Kai said, will be by October. And many of the more Mumma doctor or Domna woman party. Think of so na what to do watch me say ade ba ko saka ye bi dani Mansa Musa we show you or see under the leadership obe make sure say the best party ni dey e wo fidie ni so begin am for say anga NFM Radio ntie but Dr. Joshua Jimasi Leon abonye betimi aye because as a party if you say you need station there you be ka ye ntemo you bet na ya mana possible Mansa Musa ni o anu na timi ye program na afi na ma for free che ye mbo obi ni ya mo Dr. Joshua Jimanya mi shiraw kuku mi ni ke ba gbe na ni manager technology delegate kana no ba su mo ke ta ho ba October mi academic rather na ba for chikiro ni pa 5 ipa nye 5 minutes kwa afenye chimi pa fa keke BS naka Dr. Joshua Jima ebe for shikiale sumomo ne yoga NDC party ko ni ba ta chapter every 3 months aba pe ko ni adjo party no ko ni eja no ne akonojo ba ko na akona sa no femu ba NDC efe ni ne fe ko ni me bi ni wo ya won ye to be no ba no Mansa Musa apo ya wo ka de ba cho member e delegate ma pa 5 ko ni ke BS be ka Dr. Joshua Jima ko ni for shikiale ka no ma ni jo ablao
yo thank you let me see this one 1457
hello
radio.
Hello.
I'm saying, voice be way today.
Mansa Musa, from. Yeah.
Yes, why ye?
Mansa Musa, Unia Obiana Zaba.
Okay, yeah, okay.
You see, I knew, sir, critics will caution the feasibility of his ambitious plans and initiatives. However, baby Alcako, you know, his determination remains unshaken, and he has continued to adapt and refine the strategy to address the emerging situation at the chapter. This is what we are looking for. This is what we are after. A man who really knows the chapter, who have the heart of the chapter. I mean, we need power. We need power. And the things that those at diaspora will do will bring that power down. Initially, Ghana, so the things that they will do over there will reflect the results over here. Indeed, I am touched. The man, the resolution and determination to uplift the chapter. In fact, this is one of it all. And let me sincerely and humbly come down to each delegate that by next month, at least by first to next month, we are proud to ensure that there will be a D-Day for the elections. When they are voting, they should vote for the man who will have the heart of the party. Mansa Musa, I salute the man in your studio. Good night.
Yes, that was it. Okay. Now, Mr. Alonso. Hello, Mr. Alonso. Lons Agini. Hello, Lons. Hello, Lons. My name is Ujina, so now I don't know why I say make a sound. Lons, who hear me? Hello. Okay, I think Lons will have to call again because for some reason he is not responding. And we cannot go on talking hello. It's now 21:49. That means 49 minutes and a bit trim after 9 o'clock here in the UK. It will be soon 10 p.m. Then we'll bring the proceedings to a close. Now I think we can. Hello, Lons. Lons, good evening. Antina na wa yedi no I say wa fa che me numbers ne bubo ho na na say numbers ne be fi Ghana ne ade I want to let them speak first. Antina me hu say ujina so na be ka say long sa na me ma Ghana ni be ka sa e enti yenko I say wa yenko
métier for any Tim Joe, any Dr. Joe Wusuajama. Papa, my mamma, Nacho. And you may, dear, send it, dear, me becca no. They say, enche, na Yamia dum, na she said. Abrowe yi pumakwe mu na abatu no edru. It say UK and Ireland. It is true a man a woman delegate no a man no. Say adwene pa doctor what am I in? Doctor Pabi pray at my a man no and especially youth no. It is Mr. say a many dra. Uma nyina yembo modern na yento Emma Dr. Joe Owusu-Agyeman. Na metre mo say be damasi in advance because we name say mo be yebeto ama Dr. Joe Owusu-Agyeman. Na fe other comrades na intokwa wetini wakame no. And say Dr. Lawrence be kind na Dr. so Akebi. I mean, so me kaka krebi dia twas sabi it's any enka nenche sabon so for emefanko. If yɛsrɛ wɔ mo a ntɔkwa no ne atemdidie ne kase twitwie no yɛsrɛ mo madaroma nka ɔmɔma ne nkɔ for mine because at the end of the day we are all aiming for one thing. Sebeya doctor befa UK and Ireland chapter or befa ne ntoma pa efra na sebi ebibeso o my Ghana so. Eti mesra mo momye nyina yenka ho bom ye ma asumdie ene kroye ene pepeye emra chapter me da se nyamenka doctor me bo abaso bebre wo the case in sector no. Meaning say nyame ya domati bi ne beto so then we will have time to ask more questions about the TB night because it's very important. Now saying though more nurses, no, I think say they had the requirement and so now about a chromo has saying and so you want to hear more about it. Nyame kan ho and have a good evening.
Right, so that is Mami Sewa for you. I don't know time be okay. Time be Fra me mistaking identity in the number no because mamu blame me. Mum fa blame me in our laws. Laws were different numbers be just say who for one number cause we the nose.
Yeah. Eh?
Oh, by 3.
There be. The number back when I do my
so
where they make campaign manager meaning power.
If you say so.
Right. Mommy, you know the surgeon more multi bonnet can get you one more.
Right. So let me see. What will Frey just number ending 9180. Mami say what Frey no na ube Frey. Sa Skype we so wow. Nka Skype die etumi fa bebre nso we die ofa efa ba kope enti enko na yenkodi enkomo
hello Mansa
we sa number we so fi
the number no
Mansa me number ni na dey wo dey unyamoko ni atedro mo the number
I was here radio station na munya identifier ai obi fra na mabas no mu dikiu so I was here boy na wonya bi na Mansa Musa esa na wo bre Mansa Musa over
senka etumi fa me won say etumi engina so
but so we need identifier o won say na number no was na the person okasa press here
yes
ebe boa pa ma odwuma na kofom
I say intercom no
insanity to we are next one to be o kill be who be your friend tem ni ade
Mansa obi scan was say abamu awie NDC boshe no abamu awie NDC boshe no abamu awie emi ejo Mansa Musa
bodo
we are energized ma me fast that kese ma Dr. Joseph Usuya Wajimai for adaji awonya na ho fama ene nimra de ato se de besom ku NDC sene me kan no ene me camp me bo papa bi din say since I would see General Dean from 1992 yen nim no so one relaxed that at ejuma no sene Dr. Kana 7 uja to MPP for ne baba befa it is a would NDC ko na yin to ho ye juma ye ne say ye akwawie ye me dana se what dia to no so say the party juma kana bra bo ntina ye besre tifo say abatwa ya ye kwa akotwe Mansa, it is not say ye to aba elect obi wo UK hakeke wo ye to aba ama obi a sebe na daje ne ni swadu hu ene say obuama Ghana enya ne fa hundie ye mpe any form of armchair leadership na ni paneti ha sebe no watchem na o kambrofo no tiatiam no wo ye hwan na ne chi tafo ne ne chidifo ebinum edi atem ye kasatwi bi mansa eja ene na makoma ye pa obi a sebi obeton supa egu nipa akoma so ye pa obi obeto abotre egu nipa ebufuo so ye pa obi a obeka se da bi umayen kan ye hummom na yen koboa NDC ne John Mahama ne yen je Ghana si ho sebe ye pa obi a obeja na djuma ne nipa oho akase mumayen kofi ne yen kokko na yen kosomsompa eni ntine ye setifo se ekon ye kun mansa sebe manu susum na so ye mu bibia ye duane a ye di o ye nye danyane a upemia na edu NDC ebi ni papa ye otu studio yi eni se ne meka ye ene ye kase se ne Kufuor do kaso sesa University of Ghana enye Ghana bio na se pese ye ma Ghana ne ye Ghana ye hia obi obedie nimu se be se wo ye de hye so onye de hye no obedie nimu se da bi ne die nimu na yen mun kame ho ne yanku yen geman no eni ni power to studio ho nya na da dia betina ho kyerensem ye to ba yen to ba ma obi a yenim se ye de chapter we sharing sa enye te se da de chapter we benya ntum ebe fa ntum apai dan efra ti mansa se minuanom oben ma me se wa we mu obi akasa yi doctor so aka in fact we share sen wo che friend is saying Ghana and Seminum audition program na sia in sem wo kwa me kwa na mentie but so nya da just na de bia wo ye no ye da na se na kupon hwa no na menya ne kase me ma na sa kukudro me na me to nsupangu na kuma paso na onya pepa ne de bia no fa metena kopim se beto oba na obecheche nsemu na we na ye kensi so se ye to oba ma doctor Mansa Musa policies ni program se dia to dwa no baba pija ebi pija sa chapter we am na de no mansa na enyum na metuo na nya enyum keke na metuo yo we say be quiet and don't be loud me enhwe die ediechi ehia sesa ye wo sa chapter we mu akechi na anuti utie papa no to na ne din ageman no enye din keke ampa chapter na ye man a wo gie si ho na ebeboa no na de mpa bone ahonya tachi mo waje na ayeka behwe ne yebese safani ye noma e wo chapter we in fact it's not going to be business as usual. A lot of things are going to change. You be making sure say the mra the administrative purposes and not the processes are ye di tumpon wo any ekubie mu no eno ne ade a papa yi aye na dwen in the area of accountability ne bi no we have said so many things about what we are going to do diversively to change the fortunes of this chapter. Nti mansa men kasa kese ne mum no ma men san fa kese asida kese ba ko san fa maum se amaye kwan na yenya akwanya se ye de be church in simoma chapter 40 dog me da wase for health program no ya mesua no ma bebrebe efremu enumre ti yankopon kan mansa da si bebre na mum ni me wie kura no Mansa Musa se I believe be ka se e me fa so anwono me na massage so me let's say emu ayinu NDC no eno ne de ko ye national deal na nkrania ka se emi hejo no o san dane no ho akweli bai na o se bodo hona e kromu akani bi kan o se eyezu senso pagani no ho ano no so di mu se eyeza Mansa Musa NDC no ya ye ready say ye be kokko dene na emom ye kokko dene no ye fa mema nko sebe ye bema ne bema ne agima bema ne bema ugina nsuo ma wo nhara mansa ne wosin nsuo nti ye to oba no me sreti fo say ye nhwe obi a dine di ko ni mu a eyeye eno ne Dr. Yaw jo oso agima Mansa Musa oni nyame nya adwuma do asibe pray
Thank you very much indeed. It's 1 minute after 10. Doctor, run up for us.
Mansa Musa,
so we can go home.
Medasi, and I made a tearful be our Becassa be answered. Medawasi. Now, Mansa Musa, the immediate to dry say, Yenuya Catherine, reading for secretary, no. A yoba pay, you know. A wedi a yano crying higher intimisre, in and Connie and Cobonachidom. Na mameno, Okunwama party, no. A casse, Oka end this year. Oka any we are no one a day, you know. So, this in the best so, inti wa yen this in amapa. Tiam co, the yen sorry wakan Cobonachidom. Na me ye free one so no. The American say, yen and kind home. Na yemma party nye party abe na ntokwa adoso na afenso no mo obi amfana ni kosi pen mo bia so emra de udi mra so a eye because emre bi bede masem ko panimi bi wo Ghana na bede masem ko no ho no asem a panimu no busa me ya ne se na agiman asem a wo ka kire mi ewo constitution ni mo anam se me ba anam se an wase so what the constitution name ready edi udi so a yereko Ghana Supreme Court kora no a obi anyaw enti no yemfa mra nya adwuma na yen respect ye ho ye hye enuamu a yen sinchi enua no obi adu atem kora na ohia na wo stretch no a onu pa ko bekas na say adwen kora me fafa nipa kora ma me anase papa ye ho no say na ntisa momma yen keken ho mom ni Ghana for bre omom ti Ghana no omo bre tien kan humbom ye ti an so obi ti Ghana na se na aban boni nti MPP aban boni nti unpa kone sofa na wo ha na se wuti kroma na wo nso odi only up to you no wo so tia na wo kuntokwa e die pa na wo kache unia na wo Ghana no omi yen kan humbom tokwa no yakwa che boxes kro mo kwa anam se runs wo mo kono ye wo runs a ka se fe de mo wie enti ne ya separate mu judges ni mfa yimra enti misra mu de nwumre obi a kodai no masima make ne say NDC your future you can ala chapter your future moma yen kan hombom na yen hwe obi a obetimi ye adwuma no enye obi odina no keke ekon obi a wo demonstrate say
NFM Radio
party adwuma ne ye adwuma a yen fanto ho say de a 5-star general mosquito kan no yen fanto ho enti moma yen nya ne saa na yen nyina kan mu na yen kɔ na yen kɔgye ayi no na se betimi aye ato abapapa bi wo Ghana aboa e kire say UK ha no na so you put our house into ayi no order just say obi e boa aye di ayi na no call party in the park they say party in the park be hwe ni gi amanfo de party adwuma so despa omo mba ya omo do mo say go ombo no mo gina won de omo ye different na embom be hwe omo ye party adwuma omo ani age sa vibrancy ni ye hwe intimate obi ase into the mechanism obi na ye brofumu yes a good night
Dr. Joe Ajimai no the man Sakrabani Sudia Yampo, Yatua baby, I may have who Swapedia, better about Dr. Joe Ajimai, or no, and I am Doctor Negro, better Mano.
Right. 5 minutes gone past 10 p.m. here in the UK.
Now,
9:05 in Ghana. And then we now say, especially those of you who found time from Ghana, all the way from Ghana, to come and talk, come and discuss, come and converse with us. And we now say, as I said, Ochina, Mene Odike Bending Komo. Odike is the person who have said that, say, Yeyeku or Ghana or no Obesopoto. When you odike ya adwiana ontina me ni odike ebedin komo e wo Zoom. And if you have time when you get the link, join the Zoom tomorrow night. I will speak to a disabled person Ono also chese Ghana no. Sabio ujina onai so kra no. Na wa no unka hubi. Na fe wa for disabled. E chese wo de unka hubi kra. I will have conversations. I'm hoping say Ochina na Saturday. Menya one of the ECOWAS friends executives. Now we know because it looks as if say ECOWAS French for the America for a push to do their bidding. They say Africa Africa belongs to someone else, but it doesn't belong to the Africans themselves. This has to end. Democratic but I tell you, the French-speaking countries in West Africa, if they are trying to emancipate themselves, I think they need our help. They don't need bullets and killings. Look, one of the best places in West Africa, democracy, Cape Verde, that Portuguese colonized enclave. This is what the democracy correct power. Straight away, the first thing they said is, hey, we don't need any war. We don't need any war. Now, Tinibune go forward there. They know the Americans will give them dollars. They will go and fight. I know they will bring out this war to kill so many people. Now, all these things will make out that everyone will atone for their own dwellings. And we bumpires will be no assassin. So, and some you go see your maker because it's it will be a shame if we don't see how people respond to their deeds here on earth. Because when you go and meet your maker, we won't be there. So I want to see how people will answer for their deeds while they are still living, and yet when they are after they are dead. Thank you very much for your time, your patience, and your love. Mansa Musa and NFM Radio. Hopefully tomorrow, God willing, inshallah, continue all over again, as they say.
Sit back.